Hello and welcome back to Bones Knows. Thanks for joining us. This episode is a special one in aid of International Podcast Day. Yeah! 30th of September, which is today if you're listening to on the day of release. We have a special crossover episode with How to Write a Tune and the All-Seeing Guys. So if you're subscribed to those, you're going to have the same podcast with some small, maybe Easter egg-like differences. So go and listen to all three by all means, but they'll be quite similar. They'll be released across all the feeds. This is the Bones Knows edition, and I thought I'd come and say hello quickly beforehand. Big up to Lee Rosevere, whose song you can hear in the background. Go and check out Lee. He's got two albums called Music for Podcasts and Music for Podcast 2. This song is Last Call from the Music for Podcast 2, and he just makes some awesome tunes. He also has an album called Asimov, music inspired by the writings of Isaac Asimov, which, for anybody like me that just loves Asimov, it's just, even before you listen to it, you're just like this guy, he's a G. So go check out Lee Rosevere, Rosevere, and, get his tunes and stuff. Anyway, back to the show. International Podcast Day. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, everybody. Welcome and stuff. And I guess we'll just get on with the show. Peace.
Oh, hello, viewers. I didn't see you there.
It takes 3 hours to set up because you've got the microphone the wrong way around. I didn't realise microphones had a wrong way.
Well, you would know if ours were the wrong way around because it would be the back of it.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times we spend, the amount of times with those mics as a switch, and we're like, fuck, it's not working.
Yeah.
I'm like, Joe, is it on?
The microphone I use always has like an on and off switch.
I happen to know we have a very interesting blog coming out soon about different types of microphones.
Oh.
Really? You could have a little read. And
Well, this was the SM58, not the Bella, just a regular
Sounds
SM58.
like a challenge to masturbate to.
Well, yeah.
I like a challenge.
That is all the internet. That is all the internet's for. So it would seem wrong to use it for something other than masturbation.
It's the rule 34, isn't it? If it exists, there's porn of it.
Yeah, why is that rule 34?
I don't know because there's
33 rules
33 other
before
rules for it. Yeah.
Of the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, but then
Rule
they obviously
35.
added to the commandments.
They drop off awfully
They
after
were just
10.
like, okay, those first 10, they were all
Am
right,
I going to
but
have to
they're
look
not
these
really
up?
like.
Should we go through them?
the first 10 commandments were good, but then other people started doing darker shit.
Good's one
and they were
word
just
you
like,
could use.
fuck, now I'm going to have to just like upgrade these a little bit. Like
The
an
Satanist
apple,
top 10 commandments are way better, though. They're actually
Satanist,
nice.
yeah.
They're nice. Like, it's actually like, it seems like quite a
be
nice
kind to
life.
each other.
Yeah.
Do you not find one of the funny things about the 10 Commandments is that I think it's 6 of them could easily be done in one.
Well, and it's the same thing.
They're all the same thing. So basically, just don't be a cunt.
Yeah, but if you were the guy with the stone and the thing, and you're going to be like, come back with a story, and
To be fair, if I'm carving into stone, my thought is I've only got one shot at this.
Sure.
Yeah, there's no predictive text on stone.
You know, he's going through a big thing. Like, you're going to go 10. You're going to stretch it out a little bit. It's your one moment.
I want to see him make a
off.
mistake and just crumple it up in his hand. And it's like, oh, bollocks. Like,
Fred Flintstone doing it with a bird.
When authors used to have to write on stone, that must have sucked. Those books, man.
Exhausting. We're going to bullet point this in a big way.
We've got shorthand text now.
People were probably so eloquent back then, and we think they just felt like fucking they're idiots because it didn't have a technology to pass it on.
Like the before.
Oh, my dear fellow, do put that down. Man, that took me 2 hours.
Before there was dictaphones and stuff, they would hire people to do shorthand. And like my mum knew how to do shorthand, and she showed me it. I remember her showing me it, and I was just like, that's just squiggles.
Is that
it's literally squiggles, but you're just like, yeah, no, but then that's like an A, and that's like, so and I was just like, okay, they taught you this.
So and then that you can use, and then they take shorthand and do what?
So it's like a minutes person in meetings.
Yeah.
So they would have someone doing shorthand, so they've got the gist of the minutes, and then they would go to their desk and type those out.
So you got the minutes.
Yeah. And then it's just
because people speak too fast, and you haven't recording it.
Whereas no way of recording, yes.
Because I remember seeing someone, God knows where, but I remember someone saying something about shorthand, and right, there was another way of writing. Why?
Yeah.
Why was there another way of writing? The way we have is really rather successful.
It all changed when the cool came in.
You could argue that the change in language, and since the internet, the whole 1984 Newspeak, Old Speak style stuff, which is actually happening, would argue against.
Is that I haven't read that in a very, very long time. Is that in 1984?
Pretty much, yeah. Newspeak is essentially how people talk in the future in 1984, and when they got rid of all the old language, and it's basically Twitter.
Lol.
He's basically talking about Twitter.
Holy shit.
Yeah, when you think about it. So you could argue that you're wrong. Language has changed massively in the last 10 years.
It has
Sure.
And,
From like work.
too short.
The words that get added to the dictionary now are. If you compare the words that get added now to the words that got added fucking 15, 10 years ago,
10
you're
years
going to see a very big change.
The Oxford
in
guys
words.
just gave up.
Yeah.
They were like, fuck it. We'll
What
just
was-
whatever.
It's like, I've got tenure. I
The
don't care.
kids don't care about dictionaries anymore because they have Google. I know. Let's put twerking in there. That'll make them read it.
Yeah, maybe
least
then
it'll
they'll
get-
read the
That
dictionary.
hasn't worked. We're gonna have to
Oxford
make pictures.
dictionary
We're gonna have to add
now
pictures.
containing twerking and bay.
At least it gets the dictionary mentioned on the internet. That's why they put them words in.
Yeah.
SEO.
Yeah, it is.
It's SEO. That's so
Literally.
funny.
What was
There's
the
lol in there,
the
must
Ali
be.
G word that got put in? Because I remember hearing
The
that. being
booyakasha.
like-
Booyakasha.
It was
I think it was,
booyakasha.
yeah.
It wasn't
Majuli?
Majuli because that's what I got in my head. Yeah.
No, I think it was.
What was his
Was
thing?
it I?
Mate, no,
no.
no.
Because we've discussed this on All Seeing Guys, haven't we, a few times
Right,
about
I'm going to
the
do some internet stuff today. It's
the
happening.
about the I forgot what I was going to say now. We spoke.
Are you going on the internet?
I'm going to do the research.
Oh, the Oxford
background.
Dictionary.
Nice.
We did.
Stuff.
We talked about new words being added to the dictionary, didn't we?
Yeah,
a few times?
yeah. There was some really, really stupid ones.
I think
And it all just seems like slang. It's all just slang, which is basically what the Urban Dictionary is for. I thought, like,
Yeah, they killed the Urban Dictionary. Basically.
yeah,
They were
completely. They're just like, I'm not having this.
They're
Like,
Them guys are
competing with
killing
the
it.
Urban Dictionary.
so-
I didn't know that the dictionary was in competition for anything. It's,
yeah, no.
It's
Oh,
all
Isn't
the
it?
words.
It's like street wars.
I just want-
blood has been spilled.
You take R through
It's
S.
like it's like the famous slaughter of Bella Italia in 2014.
Is lol
And,
in there?
Pizza
Does lol
Express
count as a word?
charged on in with rolling pins and beating the shit out of everyone in Bella Italia.
I remember that.
Yeah,
That's it.
a great day. Couldn't tell what was blood and what was tomato sauce. It was amazing.
Great day. Weird pizzas.
Yeah,
Horrible day for pizza. But weather-wise, a great day.
Dark day
it was
for pizzas.
glorious.
If an Ali G term actually got added to the dictionary, it didn't. No one on the internet knows about it.
In my mind, then.
Fucking hell.
Someone.
Do you not remember that?
I remember the people saying it.
Or something like that.
People
don't
say stuff
remember it
all
all.
the fucking time.
Sure, but
Like-
that's back when Ali G was famous. That's realistically pre-internet.
It kind of does ring a bell.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it
Yeah.
wouldn't be reported on the internet.
No, nothing was reported since.
That was before like video phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see, by the way, Ali G? Do you remember on the original series of the Ali G show, he interviewed Donald Trump?
No.
And
Really?
And there's this. It's like the shortest clip because he basically Trump's like, nah, fuck this, and just walks out pretty soon. He gets it very quickly. He's not a stupid man.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
guy
no, that's
is
the
wasting my
terrifying
fucking
thing,
time,
yeah.
which is exactly right. But basically, Ali just is pitching. I can't remember what it is. He's pitching him a company which I think is like mittens to wear
In the
when it's
warm.
hot or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's some fucking stupid thing. Like,
Because cold drinks make your hands cold or something like that.
yeah.
So you're holding on with mittens or something.
And I think, yeah, and it's brilliant. It's just you see the true Trump in that clip for like 3 seconds. He's just like, nah, I'm out. But you're in there. And I
Imagine if
think,
it was in.
is that where he got this idea from? Did Ali G plant the seed for this?
Is it
This character
That's an
that he is
interesting
now?
concept.
Like,
That's
Is,
an
like-
interesting
is this actually the next Sacha Baron Cohen movie?
yeah, no, that would be. Someone
Yeah.
was talking about that the
They've
other
got
day.
That would be the
If this
biggest
was a-
mindfuck since like what was it? Joaquin Phoenix went on David Letterman all like fucked up.
Oh, yeah,
and it was
yeah,
all
for
just
it-
for
for
this
his-
documentary
yeah,
he
yeah.
was making.
His
like,
rap documentary.
I think it would be interesting. If
yeah,
that-
he became a rapper.
It's quite cringy though.
He did what, like Bruce Willis?
Not. But,
I would say Bruce Willis probably did better.
yeah.
What was?
But he was all doing it
Joaquin
just for this
Phoenix,
film.
I
Though.
don't know,
Wasn't
just-
it just for this film? The whole thing. He was doing it
was
just to do this
some
documentary
weird
film.
like documentary that fucking Casey
Casey
Affleck
Affleck
was
was
directing
filming.
or something. And
Sounds great.
Yeah.
But he goes and plays it, doesn't he, to Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre's like, play me some stuff, and he listens, and he's like, right, stops, and he goes, you're not ready for me yet. And kind of just leaves.
Fair enough, Dre. Sorry.
cool. Okay. Wow. That
Sorry.
was heartbreaking.
What was Bruce
crushing.
Willis's fucking
He does like,
Oh,
like
fuck. What was his name? No, he had a
for
name.
ages?
Didn't he?
Kid.
Bruno.
Bruno the Kid.
Bruno.
Bruno
that's it,
the
yeah,
Kid.
yeah.
Bruno
Oh,
the
the
Kid.
cartoon, that was
Bruno
awesome.
the Kid was the
That
cartoon,
was
but Bruno
fucking
was
awesome.
his stage name,
Yeah,
which is where
it's
Bruno the
okay.
Kid came from, and just why the soundtrack to that I think is
have a look.
that band.
Have a look for the documentary as well. So there was, I'm sure it was a documentary where all of these famous people, because it's Bruce fucking Willis, like, you know what I mean? All of these famous people were like, yeah, The Return of Bruno. It might be called The Return of Bruno. Check that shit out.
The Return of Bruno.
The Return of my fucking Bruce Willis.
It's on YouTube, so go ahead, people.
Done.
Right, but he was a full-on blues musician. Wouldn't
That
be
was it,
referred
blues.
to as
Was
Bruce.
he like playing the harmonica and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear with
I
me
thought-
here. I'm going to press play on something and just see how loud it is in our ears.
That's fine by me. Is that Elton John?
Yeah.
That does look a lot like
Yeah.
Well, how come no? You know
If
what?
that's
You know what? Like that's
the
like an
forward.
African hat, isn't it? That's the kind of hat that like
Nelson
Kenyan men wear
Mandela
to
hat.
weddings. Like that is. Now, in this day and age, if a white man was to go out wearing that hat, he would be ridiculed.
Especially
Oh, that's
now.
cultural
Especially now.
appropriation.
Yeah, that-
you wouldn't be ridiculed. You'd be
No,
attacked
he'd be totally-
by
he'd be totally-
SJW.
Especially-
Yeah, he'd be absolutely like
Very
like
military
dragged
look.
through the streets for that, and just be like, no, you see, you're just trying to be like.
I bet Elton John can still get away with that hat. I bet he
Elton
still
John walks
has.
around in
Yeah.
Adidas
Yeah,
tracksuits.
he
Elton
does.
John.
He
True,
looks like
he
he's
has
been
to
listening to fucking
Stormzy.
Stormzy
He's lost
too much.
the flair now, hasn't he?
He's given up.
You're right there, Mr. Tubbs. In case anyone thought there was a plane landing close to us there.
Or someone was feeding their child.
Mr. Tubbs in the background.
Do you hear that?
We can hear it,
You
yeah.
can hear it, yeah. Are we watching this?
Ringo Starr.
That's
I'm gonna watch
impossible.
this. No, that was just me testing whether we could hear
Oh,
it.
right.
Yeah, but no, it's The Return of Bruno. Play it.
I'm not recording this though. I need to be recording this.
You're not recording this.
This feed.
Yeah,
The people at home can't hear this awesome music that we're listening
yeah,
to.
right, yeah,
well-
that's what I was like, we
But I'll
watching.
cut it in.
Well, in that
Quickly,
case,
someone take shorthand so we can tell them what's going on.
so it's sort of it's,
Why don't you tell the story, Dave? It's easier.
The shorthand
well,
in music.
I didn't realise it was 56 minutes long. I think I might have watched that
That's
whole
all right.
thing.
We need to fill space.
Jay just watched the trailer then.
I guess I just watched the trailer, or I watched it many years ago. But yeah, it's
know,
a whole.
Did you
out
think it was
Bruno.
like a spoof?
Yeah, The Return of
You think
Bruno.
it was like a spoof?
But he did that for a while. He stopped acting.
Yeah.
I might the first vinyl I ever bought was Bruce Willis's "If It Don't Kill You, Just Makes You Stronger."
Do you reckon?
Wow.
Do you reckon like Pulp Fiction
Sounds like
would have
a
been
cough
like the
mixture.
first thing he did afterwards? Because I don't. There's a definite sort of gap that I like from like say like Die Hard 2 to maybe like Hudson Hawk to like Pulp Fiction.
No,
I
that's
don't
old,
really
isn't it?
I
remember
think
seeing.
post Hudson Hawks.
Old.
You reckon?
Yeah, because that was pretty terrible for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that when it happened.
quite
Around
a cult
then. It
film
wasn't
now, though,
straight
isn't it?
after TV.
It's a cult film. Yeah.
I think.
it is,
yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I like it. I
Because
like
Die
it.
Hard with a Vengeance was after Pulp Fiction. I think.
And that's the tits. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
with
like-
Avengers was
Die Hard
Like,
Avengers is
fucking
awesome
amazing.
fucking film.
Absolutely fucking brilliant. You won't find a better
Die
action
Hard film.
Yeah, better. Well, apart from
You
maybe
won't
the
find
first
a
one.
better Die Hard movie.
Claim
Don't
your-
look. Don't
your
look.
toilet
Tell you
bug.
what, don't look beyond the third one. That's all I'm going to say about
Fourth
that.
one was bad.
Fourth one and the
Very
fucking
bad.
fifth
Oh
one.
no, actually, I didn't mind the fourth one.
The fifth one makes the fourth one feel a lot better.
I actually didn't mind the fourth one. That was just good fun.
you know the story of the fourth
Kevin
one?
Smith's in the
Brutal.
fourth one.
So the fourth one was like a short story
Yeah, yeah.
in a newspaper. It wasn't a Die Hard movie, and they just like reappropriated it.
It says at the beginning,
to
based
put
on
it
the
in.
Really?
article. It does
Yeah.
say at the beginning, based on the article, yeah.
Yeah,
based on the article.
and it's literally like a short story. It's like
That's like I had an idea.
I saw a comic strip.
luckily I'm a journalist, so I get anything in the paper.
Bruce Willis in an article-based movie.
I saw a really weird Andy Capp comic earlier, so this is it.
It's good, but it's not like the article, is it? It's like,
Tell me, the article was better than the film.
which did you read the article first? Or the,
Yeah, no,
I'm not watching the film.
no
I've read
one
the
watched
article.
that film and then wrote a good article about it after.
Imagine somebody lied and just watched the film and claimed to have seen the article, and then be like, I like the bit, yeah, when he grabs that girl by the hair and says nothing, there's kung fu shit, bitch, and kicks her.
Yeah.
And they're like, that doesn't happen in the article.
when they kill the helicopter.
You lied. You didn't
with
read
the
this
car.
at all, did you?
That's
That bit
that's
blatantly wasn't in the
so
article.
specific. I just can't. I can't believe I didn't remember that.
oh, that's what the article was, and the rest of it was the writers of Die Hard 4
The actual-
trying their best to like flesh out a story.
The article was just a guy complaining about the amount of women doing martial arts these days, and he
Fucking hate
just
it.
titled it "Enough of this kung fu shit, bitch," and they were just like, "Oh, that's a
better
Die
base the film
Hard
around
4
this.
film, actually." That's-
Fantastic. There'll have to be a. There'll have
that
to be
the
someone who
elevator
gets some
shaft?
food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he drives the car through, yeah.
When he gets the car up there somehow.
Even more ridiculous
Yeah,
is when
he
he
has no way
drives
to
the
drive
motorbike
up
into
there.
the helicopter.
Yeah. Or when he jumps on the Harrier jump
Oh
jet.
no, he
Yeah.
fires the police
Like-
car at it,
Yep.
doesn't he?
So ridiculous.
I ran out of bullets.
So I reckon
Badass
that was the three things in the article. the lift shaft scene, followed by killing the helicopter with the car, followed by him jumping on a jump jet. That was the article, and they were like, "What do we do?
What do we do? It's going to be a bad guy.
Bruce is going to love it."
That's like
right?
4 good scenes right there.
Get me Bruce Willis.
Bruce forwarded me the article. He's keen to do it.
Hi, Bruce Willis speaking. No, I'm reading it now.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I get it.
How are we going to do the helicopter thing? Don't worry about it. No one will ever ask any questions.
Because you know he was in Sin City, the first one.
Yeah.
And I remember watching like the sort of making of sort of thing, and they had a bunch of talking heads with the actors and stuff like that, and it cuts to Bruce Willis, and he's just like, so yeah, he played me the first like 10 minutes of the intro, and I paused him at 2 minutes and just said, I'm a part of this, and that's all it took. It was like 2 minutes of footage, and he was just in it. I kind of think
I like
that
the voice
like
he did for him there.
He does that for a lot of his movies.
yeah, he's very softly spoken. But I kind of had this feeling that he also took on that kind of sort of mentality with every film that he did after that. So like Die Hard 4, he was just like, I know you've only just told me the title, but I'm on board.
Yeah, and then again with 5, no matter how many people told him, don't do it again.
Are you sure? Because it involves your son. Yep, that's
cool.
That sounds great.
It's called I'll stop you there. It's called It's
Bruce, I'm in.
Work.
Thank
God.
Mr. Willis is here. I'm in board.
He just answers the phone. I'm in.
That's how he answers the phone now.
Rarely picks up the phone because he knows when he does. 6 months, you say? Goat herding.
Jehovah's Witnesses on his Jehovah's Witness on his doorstep. I'm in.
You want me to play Maddie McCann?
okay.
I'm in.
Want me to find Maddie McCann?
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'll be the detective. I can do a husky voice and be a drunk.
I can do that.
I'm good at that.
As long as Schwarzenegger's a commissioner, Snicker.
I'm like, can't do it.
Can't do it.
You
Can't
just
say
love
quick.
sneaking that N-word into
Can't-
surnames, don't you? Just love doing that. Couldn't say Galifianakis the other week. Say Galifianakis, and it was just like, Jesus, mate, that's a bit fucking close to the bone.
I
I
never
didn't
did
mean
get
to.
a racist button. For allegedly, we used to talk about the
Yes,
racist
maybe we
button.
need-
Or just
I'd
like,
press anytime
a racist gong, please.
Racist.
Stop.
I never-
Racist.
I never did get the button. When we move into the office, that used to go on my list of
Could
things.
you do it, but over like you get the instrumental freestyler and just be like racist, dun, dun. Racist, dun, dun.
have a whole sample board with some other tunes and stuff on it as well.
Comedy sound effects.
Like that.
What was the advert? The fucking get up. Remember the guy?
Get up.
And he was. So there's a guy on a highway.
Is Bruce Willis in it?
There's a guy, he wrote
it Hudson Hawk?
After the
Is he
tragedy
flying
of Hudson
some
Hawk.
sort of weird car?
No, so there's
slash-
this house, right? He knows. Look, I've broken Tony. I've broken Tony. It's
another level.
There's a house in a desert, right? A little like calf, and a guy every day is walking around going, "Get up, get up."
Oh, what, is
right?
he doing like what James Brown?
And he's,
Get up,
and he's, and he's sweeping.
badly.
Oh, he's sweeping.
So he's
okay.
sweeping, and it's a car advert or something like that. And then at a certain time every day, he stands outside, and it's just, "Get up!" This car fucking screams past, and it cuts them. Get up! Get on up! They're just in this fucking car, driving their ass up.
See, I
What
can't
was that
remember the
used for?
advert, but I remember. Okay, and this is a funny story. I don't know if it is, maybe it's not.
Gather
So
round.
I can't remember what the song is, but
No.
I had a perfectly legitimately acquired version of this song
Yeah,
in the early Napster type internet days.
yeah.
And it was like, it might have been like, it was a really cheesy dance song, a song called
Was this
Sandstorm
before or
or
after
something
Lars
like that.
Ulrich was pissed off?
Was
with
it Freestyler? Was it
Freestyler,
Was it?
and it had, and it was the Get Upper remix, but it wasn't a remix. I don't think. I think someone had just. Well, it
Use
was a
that.
remix in the sense that someone had just put that thing on top of it.
You said freestyler earlier.
was-
That's what it reminded me of.
It is. That's exactly that. See, full
Yeah, and it's
cycle.
got, get up. That is right.
That's quite a tune.
So random
That's quite a
audio
big hit,
cut.
wasn't
That's quite a tune. I haven't listened to it in years.
fucking brilliant song.
Oh, okay.
Put it on. Put it on.
That'll guess.
I always like the guitar.
I was going to
say.
say pulled from YouTube, but we're not
Always
on
like-
YouTube today, so who gives a fuck?
I thought I was like, I saw you go fuck, and I thought I just tipped my drink, and I was like, I just went, just like slowly turned. I was like, no,
Everything slowed. Bullet time.
everyone's already done everything for me,
time
and now I'm just
catching.
dropping my drinks all over the place.
One of the catchiest little hooks I remember from adverts is, I think it's for yogurt or something. And it,
Oh yeah,
that one, mate.
that
That's
one's
in your
Very,
mate. That was
very
in my
good.
head for so
It's very
fucking
good.
long.
Or the McDonald's one when it first came out.
Do,
No,
do,
Justin.
do, do.
I'm loving it.
Oh, I'm loving it.
I can't help it. Justin Timberlake wrote that and owns that.
Yeah, no, it's his
What?
actual.
I'm
No,
loving
his,
it,
it was his
really.
actual. He
You get paid every time it's on.
Yeah.
It was something
Good
like
man.
he wrote a song and they liked it and said, "Yo, can we take this and just kind of adapt it a bit and still get like the whole kind of like you like,
Done.
Yeah, and the actual song I think like is
And
like
you can say
I'm
I
loving
wrote it. Done.
He basically Bruce Willis it. There's like
Yeah.
we're McDonald's. I'm in.
I mean,
Really? Because we were going to
Nice
ask
to
if we
meet you,
could
Ronald.
grind you up into meat and serve you. So
All the curry sauce in the world now.
I'm method. Let's do it.
yeah, listen,
I'm
you ever
dressed as
seen
Ronald
any of, like, the
McDonald now.
films that Justin Timberlake's been in? You ever seen those?
Yeah, there's some quite good ones.
I can't remember.
I like the one with Sean William Scott on The Rock, the really weird movie.
Is he
What's
in
that
Alpha,
called?
Alpha Dog?
What?
Welcome to the jungle.
He's in that. Yeah, Welcome to the Jungle is
Not
awesome.
one- Weird movie.
Oh.
With
Wow.
who?
Sean William Scott and The Rock
Yeah.
and Justin
Oh.
Timberlake. It's like a futuristic
Isn't, like-
sci-fi.
Oh, they had
Something weird's happening. It's not always quite
Time's
clear.
Out or Time's Up. Was it that?
Something. It's not quite clear what's happening, and I've watched
First
it a
of all,
lot of
Time's
times.
Out.
And it's still not clear.
It's a good movie though. I quite like it.
Sold. I'm in. Bruce Willis just found out about it and was like, oh, I wish I'd done that.
I don't think I've seen any film he's been in.
Who?
Really?
Guy, Justin Timberlake.
The only thing
Justin
I think I
Timberlake.
saw like some of that, what was it, Bad Teachers with
He's funny in that.
Yeah.
Cameron
He's
Diaz.
funny in that.
Diaz, yeah.
He's in Alpha Dog with Bruce Willis. That's
Is that legit? Is he actually in that?
He's genuinely in it. I shit you
Fucking
not.
hell.
And he just turns up at the end as like, "Hi, I'm Bruce Willis" on a, on a cameo part.
And I sponsor this film.
What
I
do you-
just,
what
I was
do you need
walking
me to
through
do?
set. I was walking through set.
Is he playing? Is he acting or is he playing?
He
Justin
walked
Timberlake?
through. He just walked through the set,
It's
stood
who?
and watched for a bit, and just went.
I'm in.
No, that's his first big acting role. He's from
The one he did with The Rock and Sean William Scott was he actually acted.
Oh, really?
Like, I think he had an eye patch.
Wow. let's hope so.
That
I
is
just realised
proper-
how.
To be fair,
I just realised how
if
good
you're
that
gonna
sounded.
if you're gonna be a space evil
Mate.
genius, you better have a fucking.
Very
eye
hard to
patch.
pull off an eye patch for an actor.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the
Not
hardest
easy.
bit of acting is pulling off an eye patch.
I mean,
mean,
Samuel L. Jackson is a
Dennis-
very good actor,
yeah.
and he cannot pull it
No,
off.
no.
Can't.
Dennis
It looks
Hopper
so
does.
wrong.
It
Dennis
looks like his
Hopper
eye
can.
is trying to consume it.
Dennis Hopper and Waterworld pulls it off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
He looks fucking
Mainly because it's
badass.
got like a fake eye on top of it.
That is a winner.
Sitcoms can't. Sitcoms always do the novelty episode where someone has something wrong with their eye and has to
Hasselhoff.
wear a patch.
Hasselhoff.
Oh,
can
when
wear
he,
an
Yeah,
eye patch.
he
he
played
can
Nick
wear-
Fury,
yeah.
He
didn't
played
he?
Nick
Oh,
Fury
that's fucking
too.
right, yeah.
That's
Pre-Jackson,
a
yeah.
good fucking Nick Fury.
Yeah, yeah, very, very
Crazy. Imagine if he still played him now in it.
I'd like it.
It might be just as
I'd
good.
quite like it.
If
The Hoff's good.
he
He's
seems
always good.
Avengers-y.
Yeah, silly.
So
He's in the
you,
new Baywatch film, isn't
Yeah,
he?
no. Have you heard about the new Baywatch? film?
He's in that.
Some.
Yeah,
I- I'm-
the Rock's in that as well.
I've heard
looking
about
forward
some of
to
it.
The Rock.
The Rock's in that as
obviously.
well with Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Who, you know
And a
what? I'm
bunch of
starting to
chicks.
fall in love with. He's alright.
You know what?
Who?
I don't mind Zac Efron.
The more stuff I see-
he's
I know
quite
what you
funny.
mean.
He's a good comedy
He's
actor.
one of. There's a few of them that
It's
have
like
got,
Channing Tatum.
they
I
pushed-
wanted to hate Channing
Yeah,
Tatum.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
too funny until
But they
he
pushed
jumped
through now and they've made it. And it's like, oh, fuck you.
But
Like, yeah.
Efron
I
was,
wanna hate you.
was he was High School Musical kid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So that was like that was so underneath, like that came out and we were like, what the fuck? Not even
Yeah,
for a
that
second,
kid
but it
is-
was huge.
We were just
wasn't
like,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kid is super gay.
it? yeah. When
But-
he was,
To his advantage, I just don't know his face from that because why the fuck would I watch that movie?
me
so
neither.
like, I don't hold it against him because I
No,
literally
likewise,
have
yeah.
never
but I
watched
think that's
it.
why we're kind of like pre-programmed to hate him.
Yeah, of course,
because
yeah.
like
No, you
fuck
keep
that
seeing
guy.
him face on magazines and shit.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's true.
exactly.
Zac-
You see him
Fucking
so
cunt,
much
okay.
that you just end up hating him because you see him so much. It's
'Cause
like
it's-
Rihanna.
'cause when
Everyone
that-
hates Rihanna
'cause
because
when
they
that was
fucking
big,
see her
there
in
was
the
like
newspaper
fucking-
every day.
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember we did like a sun watch of how many times Rihanna? She was in it every day for like 2 weeks.
And more than once, most likely.
Yeah. So that was not including like the showbiz page
Yeah.
where she would be
Also,
new
yesterday-
tattoo, new bikini.
New not bikini.
Rihanna was photographed wearing a camouflage bikini. That was the last picture I saw, and that's what it said.
Here's her gash. That's the day. That's the day I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for the title. This is
As you
Rihanna's
can see,
gash.
she has a camouflage.
That
vagina.
will happen in the sun one day.
Yeah. They're just going to be
Gash.
like, someone's
Well,
I reckon it'll go
someone's
the
going
other
to
way.
lock
It'll
Rupert
be like-
Murdoch's
it'll
door,
be like one of
and they're
those-
just going to print it, and they're just going to be like, you know what? I'm probably going to get murdered, but I don't even care.
It'll
I
be-
reckon the Sun's gonna go like McDonald's and try and go entirely the other way and become like this pretend serious thing, and like
Get
the
Justin
Times
Timberlake
or
to
something
write this-
else is gonna
write their
fall off the other end,
jingle.
and it's gonna end up being the Times that shows Rihanna's gash for the first time. Like, 'cause they'll need to fall in to replace the gap that the Sun has left.
That's true.
No, it'll be one of those shaky
Sun will be a
getting out of a
broadsheet.
limo pictures where it's just like a little dot over it, like a smiley face over it on the front page as she drunkenly gets out of a cab.
Just
An angry face.
just
this
to revert back to the Baywatch film, you know, like because apparently David Hasselhoff makes a cameo in it Because of course he is.
Of course he
Right.
should.
It's his fucking child, basically.
He's
like-
in the sand. Somewhere.
But
They have to save him
well,
from
this is
drowning.
like this is the thing because I had this. I found this old like Facebook status that I put up when the news broke, and it just said like, Baywatch movie. David Hasselhoff loses his mind after being let go for refusing to retire, and plants bombs under every single beach hut along Malibu Beach.
That'd be amazing.
If this is not the plot of the film, then it's gonna suck. Like, and that's the film I want to see. I want to see David Hasselhoff batshit crazy.
yeah,
like,
as
evil
the Hoff.
Yeah, as the Hoff as well. Just like
crazy
you-
Hoff.
He could play that so well.
Yeah, and The Rock.
think he could.
It would be a great adversary for him.
And then
watched-
they'll headline WrestleMania with a fight with
Boom,
The Rock
there we
versus
go.
Hasselhoff, and he'll be like, "Fuck yeah!" The Hoff's just like, "I've got the Berlin Wall behind me. You think you can stop me?
Do you remember when
I got the
Schwarzenegger?
Berlin Wall!"
Do you remember when Schwarzenegger did it again? Did it on WWF for his film when he walked in the stage,
Yeah,
got in
yeah.
the ring,
He slapped
threw
some-
his son on the floor, was like, "Come see my new movie, End of Days."
Nice plan. I like it. If you're Arnie though, people will just let you go places.
Yeah.
Man.
You want to walk into the area. Then people aren't going to be like, "Oh, stop, Mr. Schwartz." No, that doesn't. I'm sure he's meant to be there.
Someone booked Arnie, right?
Yeah.
Because I
So
let
you
him
can
on
totally get
stage.
away
That
with that
area's
shit,
that
like-
area's restricted, but it's okay. He's fine. He's fine.
It's
He
Arnie.
better not have my fucking sandwich out that fridge though. If he does this every fucking day, comes in and nicks me lunches and leaves.
Did you ever hear him? on
Doing
that?
it
Chill
for
out,
your- I'm
dickwad.
doing it for you. I now know why you cry.
Take a hike, bozo.
Your bad lunch choice.
Did you ever hear him on the Nerdist? Like he was.
Oh, I
it's
think
a
I
really
did.
good podcast. Like
It's a
he was
fantastic
he was an
episode.
excellent guest. He totally embraced the this is not what this is so weird, but I'm just
Yeah.
gonna fucking go with it and tell stories and stuff. And it was fucking awesome. Like it's just after he'd come out of office.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
just
Really
had so
interesting.
many
So
stories.
he was like, I need to keep busy now.
So many stories. Like
I remember actually when he was, I don't know if it was when he was running for governor or anything at all like that, but there was a particular event that he went to where someone chucked like an egg at him, and a reporter asked him about it. He's still like wiping the egg off his back, and the reporter's just like, "Sir, do you have any comments about being like an egg being thrown at you?" And he apparently just turned around and just went, "This guy owes me bacon now."
Yes. And that's how you fucking handle it.
that is how you do it.
That's how you handle
Yeah.
it, man. Like a
Straight up.
fucking
Not like fucking John Prescott. You double tap the guy in the chin, like fucking.
To be fair, that's the
still-
only thing I respect John
Yeah.
Prescott about for.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
so, like it's like.
just a man waiting to snap, and all he needed was a little nudge,
All he needed.
and then someone eggs him. And
It wasn't even the egg. He just turned around,
sees
saw the guy, and
fucking
he's just
red.
like, "Nah, he's got a mullet.
That's
Fucking
like,
shit."
there
Like,
was because when was it? There was a time where it could have fallen into place that he would fall into the prime ministership, and it was just like, come on, that would be so funny. Just, come on, just for a few weeks, just until it
So that when, like,
explodes.
Gordon Brown fucked up. By,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, there was recorded microphone footage of him calling
was
some
it.
woman who like
Oh, yeah,
approached him in the
a
street a
bigot.
bigot.
And then he got in the car and didn't turn the mic off. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
fucking beautiful.
And then there was like footage of him being interviewed on the radio, and they like, "Yeah, which one of you just listen to this like vocals that we just got?" And it's him saying it, and on this radio show they're filming it, and he just puts his head in his hand. He's just like, "I wish I was dead." Just like he's just so over that
He
day.
Probably sat there thinking, what did I say? I can't believe people talk off
Yeah.
camera, and they like you've been wired for sound,
Yeah.
and people forget all
Like a
the
Prince
time.
studio.
But I guess if you have it on all the time, you just forget.
Yeah.
Eventually, you know, if you're wired all
Now
the
that's
time
the
to do
podcast I want to
interviews-
hear. Politicians when
Having
they
a shit.
fucking forget they've got a microphone on.
There was that dude,
It'll
wasn't
just
it?
be.
Of a whore's ass. Bring me my cocoa.
Shut up, bitch.
No,
we-
come through, bitch.
We go to war or not? Whoa! Okay, then we're going to war. Is that right? Great night out.
Roll the
Right,
dice.
What's for lunch?
Roll the dice.
TGI's anyone?
Casual Friday.
It's on the general public.
I feel like I need something other than just. I need rum, basically.
Rum.
Just
Do you
Sticky
want
record lick.
You want the cappies or do you
Yeah,
want?
give me the Kasike.
That is some fancy. That's some hip hop rum.
Some hip
That's
hop.
the kind of
It
bottle
is,
they
yeah.
just hold and like wave in the
Weird
air
music
in a
videos.
rap video.
Yeah, this is I
On a
feel like
boat.
this is a direct relation to Cavazier.
Night
It's
tone.
not, but I feel like
No tone. Too much.
Later, mate.
it's a big old glass, man.
Don't fuck around. You know? We're all having a drink.
So when are we going to start recording?
Yeah. So
Hello and welcome. I mean, so yeah.
Why are we doing a crossover? If anyone has stayed with us,
Yeah, if you've been listening for the last hour and a half and wondering what the hell is going on.
Oh, hello, viewers. I didn't see you there.
I figured we'd all do our own independent intros.
Yeah.
For it and then put it out. So at least there's like a snippet of something that's not the same for people that listen to all the podcasts. So
That's the name of the podcast.
Well, sorry, I didn't see you there.
so
That's really good,
That is
actually.
beautiful.
For a title, that's
Beautiful.
really good. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
hello, viewers.
so what are we It is podcast day. International podcast day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Is it international?
International
Or is
Podcast
that another
Day.
day?
Today.
no,
yes.
the 30th.
Who decided
today,
that?
the 30th
Today,
is
Who
today.
decided that date? Like, who decided that?
I would love to know.
Problem.
I'd like to shake the guy's hand because he's clearly
Google
podcast
it.
man.
Yes.
Mr. Podcast.
Mr.
Hi,
Podcast.
I'm
I bet it
Mr.
was George
Podcast.
Grimwood. I bet it was George Grimwood.
I bet it was.
Petition.
Bring up Podnose.
What up, Pods? He's over in LA
Go
at
to
the moment.
podnose.com for
What's he doing
all
in LA?
kinds of
Is he at the
stuff.
podcast movement?
I think he's interviewing a couple of people for his podcast. I can't remember the people.
I don't know
and
anyone.
He put up a picture the
Sorry
other day
if you're
outside the
listening.
big Scientology fucking place. That looks like a small mixer. Where's the rest of your Coke gone?
Half and half, isn't it?
Did it dissolve in the rum?
Is there a hole in that glass?
I don't like to fuck around.
Ah, fair dues.
I'm going to drink my lovely sticky strawberry and lime record leg
Yeah, we got to catch
after
up.
I've nailed a couple of rums.
Well, thanks for having us, guys.
It's okay.
Chins. Cheers.
Oh, God.
Cheers. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We got anyone that's listening to the lock-in at the moment. That's that noise that you hear a lot.
Ah, there you go.
I don't know if I can get that drunk. It took. We got.
I got work tomorrow, so I don't think I want to get that drunk.
Precisely. Plus,
You got to go to the gym tomorrow.
that
as well.
guy.
Yeah, you might get a gym.
Plus, that guy.
I reckon
It's
Just
already
power-
looking
I-
like
I-
it's getting fucked off.
I reckon just power through, just go straight there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it makes a lot of
It
sense.
is 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, let's all get really
Mate,
fucked and go to the gym and
You
throw
know
up.
what? I briefly joined the gym, and you know the best time I ever went there was when I left the pub and I was fucking smashed, and it was like 11 o'clock, and I just missed the bus. I really had to piss. I was like, fuck, there's nowhere to go. It's Friday night. It's really busy. I know they go to the gym.
Boosh.
So I went to the gym, went upstairs. Wait, it's pretty busy. I was obviously fucking steaming. Did my number on my phone, trying to remember it. Got in, went straight to the club.
gym?
Pissed. Yeah,
Yeah.
pissed. And then just
Star
walked,
Trek Voyager.
and then just walked back out again. Like, just fucking went and got the bus.
Brilliant. Done.
That-
It was,
I
it was
like
totally
that.
worth the subscription. That
I love the idea that if you can't sleep, you could just get up and go to the gym. And there's
Yeah.
probably like a bunch of people that are like, yeah! Like,
best time to work out, 3:45 a.m.
I just see this is homeless people.
John Chipotle usually
My
shows up.
creatine kicks in.
well, yeah, we've got a gym in the house now, so when you're walking to work, if you fancy,
a quick-
leave half hour early and go for a
We
quick.
go for a quick walk.
You know what?
Before I walk to work, I'm going to go to Tony's and squeeze in a cheeky walk.
I'm going to walk to Tony's,
I like to
have
wind
a quick
myself
go on the
up.
exercise bike, and then walk to work.
Half hour on
then
the,
we can-
on the treadmill.
We can do some bench pressing like men, you know.
Just wind my legs up like a toy
We'll-
car here, and then just go.
Yeah.
We'll all sit there. No, like,
Feel a hamstring getting there, but fuck it.
it's a weird thing, man. I've never had that before. Never had a gym in my house, and the people I live with are not those people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're not those people.
I did see that. I did see
But
the
it's-
photo that you
it's
put
really
up,
funny when
and,
everyone goes
it
in
looked
there
like
now.
You look like, oh guys, can you just come and just sort of like sit on this equipment? Just
I love
real
it.
quick, just to take a picture.
If I'm watching
and they're
TV,
just like, what do I do? Just hold them slightly in the air.
well, no, that's
pick them off the
Jams.
ground.
Jams
Jams has been doing it a lot.
He comes round. If he's driving past, he'll pop in and do 20 on the bench. And it's like, peace, see you later.
Hey.
Like, it's it. But it's if someone's talking while I'm watching telly, I'll just be like, oh yeah, should we go in the gym? Everyone's like, yeah, that's a great idea, go in the gym. Everyone's like, no, like peace, close the door. Like, I'm back in the living room, like, yes. Like, quiet.
It's worked.
So I won.
The old bait and switch. I'm just going to stretch. I'm going to stretch in here.
I'll see you in a bit.
And I'm just passing through to use the toilet, and then I'm going again.
I'm going to knock on your
So
door
I
one day.
don't
and
think
just
he knows
like,
what
right, man.
gyms are for. He just pisses in them and goes.
Hey, mister.
Mate, I don't think a lot
He's
of
got this
people.
all wrong.
I think there's plenty of people out there that use the gym for the wrong reason, which is apparently just to take selfies. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
I like. That's
I
all it
find-
seems to be. I
that-
think there are people that
okay.
have just joined a gym just so they can go in there and take
That
a selfie.
seems
So it
weird
looks
to
like,
me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's people, it's kind of a privacy thing. I would be like, I wouldn't want to take a picture in the gym because it's
Yeah.
like there's people sweating and working out.
Yeah,
here.
man.
That's a bit weird. But then I'm a bit of an old fogey when it comes to
I
taking
can't-
pictures.
here's a
It seems,
funny
because
picture of me at the
no one
gym.
gives a fuck anymore, apparently.
I couldn't imagine
Nonsense. You got a
what
massive feedback from your bomb bag picture.
I mean,
you do.
I don't know if you can call that a bum bag.
What would
It's,
you
it's like
call
an
it?
activity
The Joe
belt.
Rogan utility belt.
I was going to say activity belt.
It's called.
Like-
That's what it's called. The Joe Rogan utility
Activity
belt.
belt or
That's
utility
Which is
belt?
amazing.
Utility.
Oh yeah.
Like
for
Batman.
your utilities.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
You can fit an iPad
for your
in it.
ninja stars
I-
and your,
I-
and your, and your smoke bombs.
I managed to fit an iPad in it.
How much do you
That's
weigh?
pretty good.
That is pretty fucking cool.
I pretty
That's
much
actually quite
means
impressive.
I can pretty much not have a bag anymore. Boom.
It's the bottle
I
bit that's amazing.
revolutionised bag technology down to the level of,
Got a holster
Your
for your
waist.
bottle.
yeah, you know.
Got a little bit of rum and I'm anyone's. My hands are fucking numb. Like
Get a numb on the rum.
strong.
Numb rum.
That's a strong rum.
Rum
It's a
on the numb.
spicy meatball.
Spazzing me the ball.
Now, can you consider the Demiro adverts racist to Italians? Whenever like I'm sat with my in-laws who are Italian, and Demiro comes on, and they're all just like, dinner, you can't come to dinner.
But
Dinner comes to you.
you could say the same about like the old El Paso advert or like the
Yeah.
Uncle Ben. Well,
I
probably
think
not Uncle Ben actually.
technically, in the world that people are trying to make us live in, everything's now offensive.
Yeah.
However, I did actually no, and this is funny because I actually it's quite poignant in a way. There's a bunch of universities
Yeah.
this year that the deans are like, fuck this, I've had enough of this bullshit. Like no
Making
more of
pasta for a
this,
living.
no more of this.
Like the whole sort of social
Touchy-feely,
justice.
every
Oh,
social justice,
yeah.
no more
PC,
safe
PC,
zones,
PC,
no
PC.
more. Oh, I'm triggered by this. Nah,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're coming here, you've got to be a person.
Yeah.
You've got to be a man that can take, or a person that can take. You know, the fact that some people say stuff you
can't-
don't want to
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fucking great because then. There's actually, you know, that's
Then
great.
they'll do-
That means there is somewhere there's people learning stuff
Yeah.
in what is almost the real world.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
You're not fucking wrapped in cotton wool.
Yeah.
You're like, you know, like
Which means there might just be this short generation of like 5 years of people that for the rest of our lives, they're like a few years younger than us and they're just absolute assholes.
yeah.
And then everyone younger than them sweet again.
Yeah.
It could be a problem.
Change the level of the bar. Yeah.
Because it means we can say cunt a lot more. So
Yeah.
it'll be allowed again, which means we can stop saying it because we'll be allowed to again.
The day.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course.
You're allowed to.
Yeah,
I- I
the
get
temptation is
that.
not there
I like
anymore. It's not risque.
Like cigarettes.
It's not risque.
Hot and cold at the same time.
that. What did you drink? The flu?
Oh, Jesus. I'm not practicing enough. Clearly.
quickly,
Yeah.
get him a BrassKats special. Your eyes. Your eyes.
We don't have any Jaeger anymore.
While
because
still drinking, you just gave the fear eyes. Just
I
like,
think I'm allergic.
Don't make that happen.
I think I'm allergic to Jaeger. I think
we're all
I think
allergic
it
to
happened.
Jaeger.
I think
Everyone
it-
Did you have Jaeger when you were down the pub the other night when Wonder Beers were on? Wonder Beers and the Lagan.
You don't remember it.
I don't think so.
I got smacked in the balls pretty
Maybe.
damn good
Oh,
that night.
you did. That was really bad. You met Rupert.
You met
I met
you
Rupert.
met Rupert.
You met Rupert.
You guys.
Mate, he was like we were outside.
He likes you. He punched you in the
he
balls.
does. No, he was really good. He was all night. He was just like
He really likes it.
no. All night he was looking at me and he was just like, I fucking know you from somewhere. All night, like really angry, like he was gonna punch me because he didn't know where from. He was just like, where do I fucking know you from and all this stuff. And then I would say something, and he'd laugh, and he'd just say, no, actually I really like you. You're really good. Who are you? Like, and he'd just say, no, seriously, who are you? And then he'll just go back to being angry again.
He said that as if he didn't spend 5 years in the same town as you, getting fucking hammered. Like, how do I know you? Like, it's impossible. Like,
Ever been to the Peel? Yep. Maybe there. Ever been to the Mill? Yep. Well, maybe there.
You know the Fighting Cocks, right?
Yeah,
We're
that's
there.
where you are.
cool.
No, he was cool.
But
though. I liked
he
him.
punched you in the
But
nuts.
yeah,
Pretty
no,
bad. You looked
yeah.
in a pretty bad way, man.
Unfortunately, because I didn't realise that I have to go the rest of my life protecting my testicles, I thought I could walk freely and not expect to get hit in them. Apparently, that is not the case.
I've seen you get hit in the balls more than any other person. And when I say hitting the
I've-
balls, I mean like badly hitting the balls.
I can
Like-
tell you now.
Something about your face.
Nah,
People
well,
like it.
like it's
Give us top five. What's top five balls?
Okay,
top
Two of
three.
them in one
top
night,
three.
aren't they?
top three. Okay, top. Okay, so number.
Number
So
Damn.
many to go through.
Okay, so the best scenario I can tell you is that when I used to work in Jessop's, me and my manager, who were working in a small store, we worked together a lot, got on really well. We one day just decided to go for an entire week and have a contest to see who could hit who in the balls the most. Without them, it's surprisingly.
Retail.
It was bad. It got really bad. It was like a Monday to Sunday competition, like at work, outside of work, and all that shit.
Really?
Outside of work,
really
full
bad.
on.
Like the rule was you weren't allowed. You weren't.
Like, gotcha, bitch.
The rule was that you weren't allowed to hit each other in front of customers. We were just like, yep, that's understandable.
Fair.
Any other? If you weren't serving a customer, but there were customers in the shop, fair game. Because then it's up to that person to control themselves when they get fucking hit in the fucking sack. But it got pretty bad. Like I was down 5-1. Really bad. And it was Tuesday. It was a Monday to Sunday competition, and that Tuesday I was 5-1 down.
It's one of those things you just forget, and then Friday, oh, not again.
Yeah, Thursday or Friday, we were in the Weatherspoons, and we just got hammered, and it kicked off in a bad way. I was just I'm gonna fucking get him. He was at the bar, from behind, smacked him,
Jesus.
and then that just set him off, and then we were basically fighting in the Weatherspoons, on top of each other, fucking in headlocks and stuff. And I was just
which
King's Ton, up the top in the
top,
yeah.
the boozy part.
Yeah. Away from the dance floor.
The dance floor. Sure.
But so we're basically wrestling on the ground, and I'm just overly just punching him in the balls, and I'm just these all count. It
looks like you're wanking from that gesture.
Yeah, I know. And then he just full blown just grabs my nut.
Right, no!
And he just squeezes it until it pops out the side of his hand, and I just went, and I was just I'm not playing anymore. That's it. I was down. That's the number one nut shot. Number two would have been when my friend Natty kicked me just square.
It was bad.
It was a really fucking hot summer day. We were in the Fighting Cocks. Turd Bath were playing, and
Turd Bath.
Oh yeah, big up Turd Bath. Get them.
That's a top name. That.
Of the Essex Turd Baths.
Are you telling me there's more than one Turd Bath? I don't know anymore.
Stupid rum.
More rum for that man.
Too much.
Turn Bath are playing, and
my friend Natty, I was just hey, and then she just full blown just kicked me square. I crawled out of the pub and across the street and laid in the street.
I've got a photo somewhere.
There is Facebook, a photo of me just in a bad way, and I then went to the toilet and the veins in my nut have gone black.
That's horrific.
But that's the night where she came up to me, put her hand up and went, Greg, high five. And I put my hand up and she put it back and then just punched me in the chest so fucking hard. I was like, yeah. That
was a bad night.
Sounds like a nice lass.
She is. We do love that.
Have you got her number?
No, we went to
Tony would absolutely. Tony likes a certain kind of crazy.
We went to Amsterdam with her. It was good. It was good fun.
Yeah, she's awesome. She is awesome.
Me and Chris Forgery and
Chris.
Ed Willis.
It's always like that.
Is he really always?
I'm so glad. No, I'm so glad you guys kept that going. When he because I told him previously, and obviously he listened to the episode as well. So he was just like, Are they gonna do that when we go on? And I was like, yeah, probably. Yeah,
they don't know you by any other.
They really seem to enjoy that.
That's his name.
Yeah, forever and ever, amen.
What was your first?
That is becoming an obscure.
Was that your number one? That was your number two,
number one was the.
How was it worse?
He went from one down.
I said the first because I couldn't think of a third.
It basically makes.
I can't think of a third because the first two are just so brutal.
It's okay.
They're terrible.
They
I don't want any more. They're bad.
Oh no! I got kicked in the balls in a trivia mosh pit.
What? Trivium.
Oh, Trivium.
Yeah, but I was being.
I
went to see Trivium at Hammersmith Apollo.
Trivium.
Good band.
It's not trivia, like pursuit.
That's what I mean. Like they were exchanging facts in a mosh pit.
There was a mosh
Got
pit.
yellow.
Did you know that in
game
Canada?
15-1. It all kicked off. There was a wall of death. You know why? Because they're all fucking old in the audience and dying.
You've got to stop selling trivia, man. It's kicking off too much in the mosh pits. People play them.
Trivias, man.
Warning: may cause mosh pits.
Yeah, no, I got kicked in the balls in the mosh pit because I was acting like an arsehole. I was just like dancing in the middle when everyone was like, get out of fucking, like everyone would just want to like charge in, and I was just in there just like, she's an easy lover. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna fucking murder this guy, and someone just charged in and kicked me in the bollocks. And
and then everyone charged heavy. That's gotta be.
I could honestly say in my 32 years, I've probably been kicked nearly 100 times in the bollocks, and that doesn't feel healthy.
Each mark tells a story.
So what you're saying is Rupert just knew.
My penis is a roadmap of pain.
He's Mr. 100.
He just fucking knew.
I've retired now. From getting
I think I'm
not. I wear
professional
I wear a
kick
cup
to the balls
constantly now.
Professional ball kicker victim Joe Jackson is now retired.
He went for the Centurion. He got the Centurion.
I will go down as the greatest ever nut getting kicked in the bollocks guy.
Old stone nuts. Guy's got stones. Guy's got a massive pair of stones.
Literally, they're so badly damaged. They're like a massive pair of stones.
Oh man, I always used to love like those kind of sort of sayings for like someone who's hard or anything like that. Just like, man, that guy's got real stones on him. Like,
you got heart, kid.
You got spunk. You got plenty of spunk in you. What? You're hard. What?
That's a good one. You got real spunk, kid. I like that about you.
Don't get
That's
cocky.
weird, dude.
That's weird, dude.
I'd love to meet people that talk like movies, like in real life.
I want to meet Mickey. I just wish I'd met Mickey from Rocky.
What, Mickey?
You making a cocktail
I just realised I was like listening to what you were saying, but I was listening to you, but I was looking directly at it and still pouring, and then I finally realised what I was looking at, and I realised how much fucking mixer I poured in. So now
Here's
there's
the excuses.
Got a pint of fucking coke.
Me and Tony were in a posh part of South London.
How posh?
Not that posh. Where
shirt and
did
tie
Ruby
situation.
live?
Yeah.
What?
Where did Ruby live that we were driving through the other day? Barnes.
Ooh, Barnes.
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 To the locals.
That sounds like a really posh condiment.
It's that fucking posh. It is that posh.
We're famous for our Barnes.
There's a great game. It doesn't really have a name for it is all names. But originally was created and it was called White Rum.
It's a great game.
So yeah, basically we were at a party and it was a great bottle of white rum. It was not Bacardi.
Malibu.
Whiter.
Sainsbury's.
Yeah. But it was really, really good.
That's great.
Any whiter, you're getting albino.
So created the game White Rum. You had to shout it and then hit it. So you could follow around the party a good bottle. But for a few weeks it got brandy, gin. No, I'm waiting for the white rum. White rum over there.
It was more than a few weeks. That was a good couple of years.
Was
that
it?
was how you traverse a party. Because of the original.
Was it
white
to
rum
go get some rum, or you just follow the bottle?
No, that just means you know someone's got the bottle. They're drinking it. So if you can kind of follow whichever drink you need.
like boozy soda.
It's a nice system, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like booze battleships, basically.
Yeah. Like champagne. No,
Booze
You sunk my
battleship.
battleship.
I'm alright for champagne.
You sunk your battleship. 2 out of 3.
You can like B6. Nah, whiskey. Oh, I don't want whiskey.
No, I've made the wrong one. Water!
Happens. Sometimes you just got to take the hit. Oh, look, I need to drink some more of this rum.
How is
So,
it?
International Postcard Day, that's something.
Podcast day.
So,
We were nearly we were contenders
nominees.
You were!
Nominees.
You absolutely were.
for the
Jay
best
wants to talk about it again.
podcast
No,
in
I
the
want to talk
world.
about it again.
Yeah, so that's international.
I shared the fuck out of that.
So,
Some things just need sharing, man.
Yeah.
He lost
Sharon's
so many. He lost so many friends.
I'm still so angry at Belgium. I'm still so angry at
Belgium,
Belgium.
well, they didn't win either though in the end.
Oh, really?
They beat us. They in the nomination or like thing.
Did they
shot off at
get
the
tested for steroids?
They were in the nomination.
for podcast steroid use.
what for Belgian smack? Because it's SMAAK, wasn't
Failed
it?
due to drug use.
What are you talking about?
I mean, personally,
talking about?
I felt like they should have been disqualified because it was the UK Podcast Awards and they were a Belgian podcast.
I suppose it was of the world.
But
Very
the retro
funny.
gaming.
You know what?
podcast.
No, you know what annoyed me so much? Well, I was just like, these boys have got it in the bag, man. No one's fucking catching them. Last day, boom, like 120 fucking votes came out
That
of
was
nowhere.
pretty. Yeah, I mean,
How does that
I smell a rat.
Yeah.
Tony
Just
smelled
saying.
rat. Tony said bots. It wasn't official. We didn't officially say that there were bots. But Tony thinks
has
there
now.
was
I smell a bot.
a bot involved. I smell a bot. I think you may have said
One or more bots
Rather
may have
metallic.
been involved.
Could be a bot.
I recognise this bot behaviour anyway.
You guys are in full detective mode.
We got Ritz and Dick are on this. Don't worry.
I smell
Spot
a
the
bot.
bot.
Am I allowed to ask how goes the radio play?
the great radio.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic.
man. We
Without
recorded
revealing.
a rather large chunk today of
Yes.
like one of the big main scenes in it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Because the
is.
little preview you did on the podcast the other week that made me happy.
My friend listened to that and she said to me just like, I heard the advert thing for your radio play, and I was like, oh yeah, what did you think? She was just like, I don't know what's going on. He was like, what do you mean? It was like, well, there's no explanation as to what the story's about, and I was just like,
Teaser, isn't it?
yeah, as I said, I was like teasing, and she was just like, fuck you.
Yeah, it doesn't say, because the story is too ridiculous to squeeze into a trailer.
Is that what it's come to though? Where
So
trailers
ridiculous.
now spoil things so much that if something's not spoiled in a trailer, people don't feel like they've got
I
the
mean,
trailer.
that really
I
depends on how
watched-
much
I
of a
don't
plot
get
you
it,
think
man.
this thing has.
They
I-
didn't explain the whole movie.
I watched a trailer for a Nick Cage film coming up soon when he's a captain of a submarine.
Did you
It's
pause
like a
it
true
before it went?
story.
boom?
Oh yeah, I hear this is supposed to be like Oscar worthy.
Well, like, I doubt it will be.
I want
to
it.
be
I want
fair.
Nick Cage to win an Oscar.
Nick
so
Cage
But
is-
he,
I want to
but the
see what he
trailer-
wears to the
October.
Oscars.
The trailer's 5 minutes long, and it's
Wow.
like they're showing me a lot of this film. Like
long's the movie?
This is, and I know
Six days.
At one point he's surrounded by
6 days
sharks
long.
floating in the water, and then he's in court. I'm like, now he's in court. This is, and it's all happening like in order with how I think they just shortened the film and pull it out.
It makes me sick, man.
Not to see it.
It makes me sick. Like,
Trailers.
Too much. You know, before Batman vs Superman came out, there was like 17 minutes of the film out in just trailers already.
The
all
best
from, like, the
17 minutes of the film as well.
yeah, the best 17 minutes.
Well,
of
it's
the
like, you
film.
know, like when people
It's
like
already
see trailers
seen.
and stuff, and you know, it's like, you know, like especially like teaser trailers, and you sort of see that, and that will first come out, and they'll be like, well, that doesn't explain everything, that's rubbish. And then the next trailer comes out, and they're just like, well, they've just shown all the best bits. I'm not gonna see that. You can't win. You can't fucking win.
I want it to say nothing. But
my
then
favourite
again,
trailer is the one where it's just like bat signal.
yeah,
Sweet.
yeah,
That's
like-
all I need to
with that
know.
noise in the background.
the real teasers.
Yes.
The real teasers.
Wob.
You know what? One of my favourite trailers is for when the first remake of Star Trek came out, and they did really early. It was just like it kept cutting to them building the Enterprise in this state, and it kept fading out, and it's just like coming soon, and that was it.
That's
All
cool.
it showed was like quick snips of them building the ship, and I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Because I love the fact there's a technique you can do with 90% of trailers these days, which is they'll be say like 3 minutes long. You watch it up until the point where it goes boom, booga-da-dum,
Yeah, yeah.
booga-da-dum, and pause, stop it there.
Yeah.
If you stop there, there's no spoilers before boom, booga-da-dum, booga-da-dum, booga-da-dum. During the warms and stuff, you might
That's
get some
them warning
freeze
you.
frames, early warm freeze frame stuff. That's all good. As soon as it, stop it there. Like
You might
save
not
it.
have time.
I got too far. I've seen too much.
But you
Especially
might
if
not
you-
have time because straight away, as soon as that music kicks in, it is like, and spoiler, Darth Maul's in it.
Oh, and he's got two lightsabers.
Yeah, exactly. Lightsabers. He gets cuts in half at the end.
Darth Maul, he's back, and he's pissed.
What is
Darth
it?
Maul's got a
And what-
spin-off movie following the
All
sex
of
of
these
Deadpool.
people die.
One of these days, they're gonna do like trailers, and they're gonna do like, you know, as they do now, which is like 3 trailers come out in the amount of time they're advertising this thing.
TV spots.
And all of it, like, one of these days, there's gonna be a bit where they're just like, yeah, we're releasing like 12 trailers, and they're all like super long, and they're just like, yeah, no, that was just a film in parts.
was
So
it.
now you've
You've
seen
got
it all.
it.
So cool. See you later. Bye. Thanks.
Anyone who
Yeah, it's at the cinema if you want to go and pay to watch it all
Yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah. If you actually want to see it like all, like in one long go, or if that was fine, then yeah, that's. I mean, you have that option if you want.
sounds like a good movie.
It sounds like a
Sounds
lot of
great.
work, to be
Sounds
honest.
like-
Yeah, a lot of work, isn't it? A lot
I
of
don't have
editing.
to sit there and scroll through 12 separate little films.
That would be weird though, because if they still did the
You can watch films like that on YouTube, can't you? But you could years ago. You type in a random film, and sometimes it would come up, part 1. Like,
Yeah.
Of 47.
yeah, or
Yeah.
18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking Lord of the Rings on YouTube.
the extended edition,
Jeez.
the extended walking edition.
Is there
The rambling edition.
Do we have a?
With an extra hours walking.
They stop for lunch in the ramble. That sounds like a nice little
They
pub.
come across.
Stop
They come
for some
across
lunch in
Steve
the Rambo.
Coogan. Come across Steve Coogan and that Welsh cunt from Gavin and Stacey.
That would surprise me, actually. They probably would be like...
What is that guy's
hobbits.
name?
James Corden.
No, the other cunt, the old cunt.
What?
The old Welsh cunt.
Who's the old
How many more times I've got to say cunt?
The guy who
Welsh guy.
I didn't
Reese.
watch Gavin
No.
and Stacey.
Nor did I.
Reese.
I didn't watch Gavin and Stacey either.
he hosts that great show about lying.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Bob Brydon.
Rob Brydon.
Tim Roth.
Brydon.
No, not Tim Roth.
There you go.
No, there's a great
that joke
show.
was ruined as soon as it took longer to
Yeah.
figure out who
Rob
Rob
Brydon.
Brydon
But there's a
was.
great show out at the
What
moment.
was the thing?
I was just making.
He's a cunt.
Was that rambling.
Oh, he
Welsh cunt.
Like, all the rambling, and as
That
you're
is-
rambling, you come across Steve Guggen and
Oh, that guy,
Rambling
yeah.
during the Rambling edition of Lord of the Rings.
fucking Robert Dias or whatever his name is. I can't remember.
Robert Dias, isn't that a Hoover?
Rob Dyson. No. Oh.
Dreyfus? The great Rob Dreyfus?
Welcome to We
James Mason?
Shout Names at Joe. This week on We Shout Names at Joe, we throw a few names at Joe. And he keeps replying with the word cunt, and it goes on for 3 hours.
That's great.
Happy podcast.
I totally watched that.
Hit me.
Next week, we hit Joe.
Throw a name at me. Throw a name at me. See what happens.
Got it.
I can't think of anyone's name.
Anyone. Come on.
Sandra Bullock.
Cunt.
Terry Pratchett.
Oh!
Well played, Tony.
Political line.
He's a cunt.
Jay? You gonna play?
I thought you were just shouting Jay's name to him.
Jay!
I thought that was the next one up your sleeve.
Oh, shit. It's Rum's lovely.
He's not good with people's names.
I'm not, no.
Rum's lovely. Cunt.
Ah,
That's all that was going to happen.
Rum's lovely. You've got to remember that name. That's a good one.
that is a fact.
Rum's lovely.
I like the one that came up the other day. What was it?
Have you met Mrs. Ovley? Rum's love was a chain. It was
Rum's
all-
mum's lovely. You met Rum?
Rumsworth.
Rum's lovely. You met his mother? Rum's
She's
mumsley.
lovely.
Rum's mumsley.
What's happening?
He is good at names.
Yeah, mate, great names.
Wow.
Great names. We have many, many. I like Bear, Bear Roadman. Bear Roadman was a good name.
Bear Roadman was like
Bear
this,
Roadman.
We
No,
came
not
up with
Roadman,
this
Roadman.
character of Bear Roadman. Oh no, I say Greg did. He came up with this character of Bear Roadman, and then it turned in that he was going to be like a Bear Grylls style, like survivalist, but in Peckham. Like, yeah, I'm Bear Roadman, man.
I wasn't going to do the accent like that, no.
It's like, so do you drink your piss to survive? Nah, man, I ain't about that, right?
I'm still staying in my house.
Oh, I need to bring up something that we spoke about briefly
Fucking A.
when Rennie was on the podcast the other day.
Yeah.
Right, you got to check out
Sizzling.
Sizzling
Stephen.
Sizzling Solstice.
What?
I can't remember. I'm a bit
That's a
drunk.
lot of S's.
Is that a
Stephen's
sex cult?
That sounds like too
Sizzling
many S's.
Solstice is the fucking tits.
This
Stephen.
is Sizzling Solstice.
His name's Halfie.
Solstice.
And the picture of him, if you gotta go on onto Rennie C on SoundCloud and check out the picture of Stephen Tippin Solstice. He's a fucking G.
He knows Rene from
So-
fucking Forever and Ever.
Rennie from a band called Forever Never
Yeah.
has an alter ego hip hop artist
Oh,
with a
shit.
lisp.
Yeah.
Called the rude boy called
Sizzling.
Tippin Solstice. And it is.
You gotta play it. You gotta play it.
Man down, man down.
Alright, I'll play it.
You gotta play it. This shit is so fucking funny. And he's a lovely guy. He's the fucking man. He's dangerous though.
Why?
He's
Dangerous.
dangerous man.
Dangerous man.
He's from the fucking hoodish.
Oh shit.
He's
Don't tell me that. I just laughed fucking rum into my eye.
I mean,
hood-ass.
spoiler, I don't want to say too much because really it's possible that Stephen might come on the podcast. If he,
Oh, okay.
But
I'll be tuning into that.
I've now
Wait,
totally.
wait. So just so you see the channel it's on, maybe the writer of all of
yeah.
this, play a little Forever Never. Play just play just a little bit of Forever Never.
I mean, I don't know which one of these is actually because Rennie puts out so much stuff. It's difficult to
That
say.
is, yeah, that's quite a lot.
Oh, I've got
That's a
Forever
lot
Never
on
here though. Hold on, I got Forever Never. Here.
You are useless.
I got. Why is that? Why is that?
Oh, this sounds like it's going smoothly.
I'm loving it.
I don't know. It's not.
Are you right now? Like,
How deep is podcast?
This is Forever Never's bombastic.
Forever Never, bitch. Mr. Bombastic.
It's like if Skindred were a wedding band.
Skindred played this on stage with them the other day because they've been touring with Skindred recently. So it's cool though.
That's all about that bit, man, in that song. As long as you do the romantic and that.
So that's ready.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
that's ready
really
stuff.
cool.
It's pretty fucking cool, right?
And
Yeah, that's sizzling the Stephen
like that.
Sauce.
It's so much easier to say when you don't say it with the lisp. Pippin.
That lisp though is throughout the whole thing.
That's right.
Like all of the rap in there is flawless.
And is that like a
lispetting.
joke? Or is that like, does he actually have a lisp?
No. He's
Okay.
I'll break it. I can't stay with it. Ready releases both stuff, right?
I mean, it's quite obvious. It's
Were we too mysterious?
Okay.
And no, he doesn't have a lisp.
Ah.
but
That's
just like to play
fantastic though, and the harmonies are brilliant.
Yeah.
Good- Reddy's really good at
No,
that.
I like that. The whole sort of like backing bits on it as well. He does that stuff as well.
Indeed,
he's
he
a
does the whole damn thing.
brilliant singer. Like, it's
Because
fucking
mostly
great.
he sings "Bam Bam Mr. Bombastic." That's his fucking. That's
But he sings like R&B lines to that kind of music.
Oh man,
So it's
Can
like
you,
cool.
it's
if you
kind
guys
of.
do, if you guys do get him on, can you please request?
We've had him
that
on. He was on a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Check
but
it
he
out.
basically, he's like the missing link between R. Kelly and Meshuggah.
If he could,
Like,
They found him.
if he could possibly, if he
the
could
chosen
possibly,
one.
They did. There was tell of his return.
if you
I read it in
could
Ancient
possibly
Scrolls.
get him to do the entirety of Trapped in the Closet, that'd be great.
What's
I'd
Trapped
see
in the
that.
Closet?
That's fucking R. Kelly's
Kelly.
like R&B opera.
Hip opera.
I knew it more for the South Park
Hip
episode.
opera.
that's
Mate, I
basically where I
started
know
watching
from,
that the other day, like all like
Now I'm in the
22
closet
like
too.
bits of it. Like
Oh, wow.
it's fucking long, dude.
Is it
But
good?
Is that where the video
it's
of him
actually
going
kind of
nuts
good.
is
In the
from?
closet?
The thing in the studio where he's losing his mind.
I don't know if it's him in the studio.
It's
This
around
is
the same
like- this is
time,
like-
I think,
Yeah, I think so.
but-
Yeah, but it was like this was him, and it's all like about him hiding in the closet because the girl he's banging's like husband or boyfriend's just got home, and then there's like
Father.
a gun involved.
I was
and it's
about-
all-
I was
and
gonna
he's
say it.
literally like. He's literally just singing the entire story, and he's just like, "I'm here, like hiding, like wondering who that other voice is." Like,
in the closet?
then he said, "What's that noise?" Like, something over there in the closet.
Oh shit!
And
Really?
I'm trapped in the closet. Here's me in the closet. Like, it's great. It's
Was
really
that in
fucking
freestyle?
good.
That was just him running.
R went off the deep end for a little bit.
Yeah, he went nuts.
Yeah,
It's good,
I
but
thought
in a
still
good
was.
way. He embraced like the video internet media early doors. He was like, I'm going to start putting out some weird videos that people don't quite understand. People are going to be like,
Gotham
it's
City.
crazy, man. He's
I always go- I
crazy."
always-
Him pissing on stage.
I always go into
Pissing on-
California Love when I sing that song. I always go
Is
into
that him?
Gotham City. Knows
Gotham
how to
City.
party. I always go
Which-
into that whenever I
which
sing
wasn't a Batman reference, was it?
that. It was for the film, wasn't it?
Well, it was from a film.
It was for Forever or one of them. It was for the same.
one of the later ones.
No, it must have been the later one actually. Yeah, it was for and Robin
And Robin.
because the Batman Forever soundtrack was fucking awesome. The Batman Forever soundtrack was good because it was like U2. It was like U2 song, but then it was "Kiss from a Rose."
Kiss from Rose, the
Fucking-
fucking tune.
That is, mate, that is one of my all-time favourite songs.
Yeah.
That Easy Lover by Phil Collins. That's
Tune.
up there.
Seal, if you're listening, you should come on the podcast. That was beautiful, guys. I mean,
We're thinking of just going around
We're coming for you now,
old people's homes and performing it.
The Loungekins, man. We went to the.
Great. Like,
We went to. So they released their album
Yeah.
last week or whatever.
Yeah.
Last week
yeah.
we went to launch. It was cool. Played
Was
so
this,
well.
was this
They
before
got in the
or
top
after
10,
they
the
did the
iTunes
show?
top 10.
Well, what-
smashed it.
Shut up.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Album charts.
Top 10 UK rock iTunes.
I'd have to
Yeah.
check. Something like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
107th
For a band
overall
with
or
no
something
drums
like
or
That's
that.
no
guitars.
joke, man. On iTunes, that's no fucking joke.
No.
Day one as well. Get involved. Fuck yeah.
Well done to him.
It's really
But-
cool.
Their cover, I know you guys did one, but their cover of Africa is
It's
amazing.
much better than ours because I was
so
singing.
Africa as well. Africa's in my
it's
top
so
5
good because they
greatest songs
don't
of all
go
time.
the
Yeah,
same route they do with all the other ones. They actually show off how awesome they are at singing.
Yeah, it's a really serious.
They're just like, we're going to do
vocal,
it seriously, and they just show off how well they are, but how
Yeah, no,
impressive they can be.
they're
in
like
their vocals.
harmonies and everything
it's so
like that.
good, so good.
amazing.
Beautiful.
What one of them said on the night on that day as they're walking into to record it is that Bowie died.
Oh,
Apparently
shit.
it just hit them all.
Yeah.
It hit them.
It makes a lot more sense when you watch the video and they're all like,
Yeah. It's like,
oh,
fucking
they
hell.
not only is
they
it
got really moody for this one.
yeah, not only is
Oh
it,
no, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah,
a lot more sense.
it was meant to be them sort of pulling stupid face like what was Timmy saying? Like nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Like nothing else matters but them and like stupid faces and stuff. Instead, it's just them being a bit like.
When it works.
I tell you
It
what,
does,
I always,
but they're amazing. They're
Yeah.
fucking so good, and they do it all live.
Yeah.
Zan had like a cough, and it's one of those things you only knew she had a cough because afterwards she'd go, you know what I mean, and then drink a load of water and as a professional, proper fucking singer, be like nailing it, all the bits and stuff. Like,
Wow.
so impressive,
Good gig.
really good gig. Then we got the fuck out of Dodge. We came, we get old, man, and like
Yeah.
there was tons of people there, and Timmy's family there, and everything, and like they're all gonna want to say hi, and she should spend time doing that, and talking to us. We're chumps. We're down the road.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fucking see us again, you know what I mean? So we got the other, but we were thinking on the way back, new podcast. So we're gonna when we get to the office, we're gonna wire all the cars for sound,
For podcasting in the cars. For
right?
When you have to go anywhere.
And the podcast is gonna be called The Way Home.
Car drive.
way home.
The Way Home,
Yeah.
like that fucking, and that's all it is. It's not the way there ever.
no matter how good or bad your evening has been.
You
Well,
can- man,
Because sometimes you
fucking-
just be like, oh, fucking cunts, I'm fucking... I'm going
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
It's like 8:30 and I just can't be bothered anymore. Then
Man,
fucking
just call
Muppets.
it. Man, just call it the like. Can you give me a lift?
Yeah.
Can you give me a lift?
And then get randoms.
Pick out randoms.
I like it, like
that's
taxi cab confessions.
Pick out randoms. So you're on a podcast right now.
Hey, buddy.
I've got
I just
a
get to
severed
work.
head in my back.
Oh, really? Tell us
This is
about
gonna
it.
be great.
This is live.
How did you come about
help
this
me.
this severed head? I killed her. Ah, great.
You'll stop. You gotta get out now. It's not that kind of Uber. You can get an app. We get
No. What you wanted to type in was murder, which is what you've committed, sir.
Ah,
You could just hire a bus.
Sorry,
Make
I've only
it
got
look
3
like
fingers.
A bus. Get a bus. Make it look like a working bus. It's probably illegal. Fill it
Sure.
with microphones. And
Yeah.
just drive that around, getting people on.
Basically, geese.
Oh, just
Yeah,
to
strengthen,
chop.
like, you know, safety
the
in numbers.
geese bus.
Geese chop buzz.
I believe there's something like that in Japan, but instead just girls just get finger banged. I think, like, I'm pretty sure that's the same sort of
What
thing.
the fuck? Really?
Yeah, no, because there's like a whole there's this whole fetish in Japan about like guys like touching up girls on trains.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Oh,
Yeah,
That is horrific.
that is kind of weird. Yeah.
Because that is a really overpopulated fucking metro system, isn't it?
Yeah.
super.
Is that when
It's
they're pushing
easy
them
to
in
do,
with
I
a broomstick?
Don't push him no more. He's fingering me already. They do. No, mate. I'm not even lying. I've seen
Search
a
for
video.
that. Search
I've
for
seen
that.
a video where
Right,
2
describe
train guards
it,
are like
yeah.
pushing on the people, and
There's-
one guy run barges at him just to push him on even more.
There is specifically, if you've never seen this, there is specifically some Japanese and or Chinese, I'm not sure which. Is it Japan?
It's Japan.
It is Japan.
It's Japan.
It
I know
is
there's like
Japan.
2 billion people in China, and that's a third of the world. When it's
Which is why I thought, that sounds
Good fact.
busy.
Thank you, Joe.
But that sounds busy if there's 2 million.
Yeah, it's true. No, 2 billion.
Yeah, broomstick. Honestly, they've got fucking broomsticks.
I am not in my prime searching form today.
Search for Japan Metro.
Broomstick.
Busy. Busy.
Did you just write Japan man broomstick? Is that what you wrote? Japan man broomstick? What does that even
Street
mean?
performer. That's a street
Christ,
performer.
this isn't a porn search. This isn't a porn.
Metro
Japan
train.
man broomstick.
Busy.
What about Japan crowded train?
Welcome to narrowing down searches
Japan.
on YouTube.
Busy. There you go. Any of these at the
You
top.
would like us
Any of these
to
at the
search
top.
something
Look.
on YouTube?
How
Look
busy-
at that shit. Look
How
at how
busy
fucking
is-
busy that is. Look at that one guy getting pushed in. That one guy getting pushed in is just like, I hate my life and I wish I was dead. I'm probably going to die on this train.
This happens to Servant all the time.
But there's-
Issue comes.
That wasn't really
I
worth
got
the
it,
run, was
don't
it?
worry.
Maybe get people off the train.
Yeah, maybe,
Oh my
maybe
Lord,
wait
look at that.
until the
They
next
can
one.
all fit.
Sorry,
guy's-
take
this guy-
the
Sorry.
train, please.
I am 6'4".
No,
You think
I-
I get on here?
No, I don't need to get the next train. I'm basically on the train. I'm just outside of it. What
I
are you
am
about?
not moving.
That guy
I don't
wishes
know.
he was dead. That one at the front who knows he's going to get his bollocks snapped between that door.
Further
further inside. If they might have tried that or a step further inside.
Look, they came on.
Go on.
Oh my god, it's so bad. It looks painful. It looks insanely painful.
I've been on pseudo-packed tubes.
Wow.
Like
That doesn't seem safe to me.
not-
That doesn't seem safe to me.
That could just be a couple of dickheads standing near the door being like, nah, fuck this guy. Fuck
So
this
proud
guy.
of them.
But look, they're so happy. Great days, boy.
We've got to do it again in 8 minutes.
Oh my god, that is hideous.
And then
Limber
you're-
up, lads.
That's hideous.
Limber
And then
up.
you're face deep in some other dude.
Could you imagine that
I
being the
was
night
near-
train home after getting fucked?
I nearly vomited once. I'm sure I've spoken about it before, but I nearly vomited once in a packed train. And it was so hot, and the reason I nearly vomited is it was so hot that we were all steaming hot.
Yeah.
So it was hitting the top of the cold roof train and becoming condensation. Little science for you there.
man.
So it was dripping on
Yeah,
us.
everyone's stuff.
Science fact.
Everyone.
I love it when everyone's
Fucking
stuff drips on me.
Photosynthesis, I'm pretty sure. I swear to
Pretty
God.
much.
Well,
No,
it's science.
it's absolutely
yes,
not.
it is science.
It's some sort of,
Absolutely not.
some sort of subgenre of science.
You literally were a vape. Like,
No, but the juice.
I was
though.
vaping, I tell you. It was so hot, I was vaping.
So
were
it
the
was.
vape.
So it's raining down, fucking everyone's juice on me, and I'm like, no, this guy's got his fucking paper right here, and I'm like, that's cool because
That
I'm my own
guy.
little area. That's cool. I don't mind
You're
that.
that guy.
Get it in my face because I'll
Mate,
just
there's
be
some
like,
tidy
oh.
girls on the tube though. And
I don't
those
think-
are
I don't think you're meant to say that.
Right.
There's some tidy girls that I want to see get a bit sweaty.
wow.
Yeah.
They're
I like
seeing
it.
you
You shouldn't be
sweating.
allowed on
I said,
train.
no, hang on. Can I just
I'm
reiterate?
going with him on
I
this.
said
Me
ti-
too, me
no,
too.
No, I said tidy, not tiny.
Tidy.
That's
yeah.
better.
I like to see.
No, I said that's better.
I tell you what, I'd see some
Tiny.
tiny
They're
girls on the
tiny.
tube.
Which tube in particular are we talking about?
How close were you to being sick?
Northern Line.
Well, I gagged loads.
Oh,
I've got
hear
an
you.
awful gag reflex.
People
like,
hear you.
People used to like just.
He can't even deal with hearing people gag.
No, mate, it really fucks me up sometimes.
I forgot about that. I've never done that to you on the
Thank you.
podcast.
No, you
I
haven't.
haven't.
Have fun with this one.
It really fucks me up. So I was just kind of dying a little bit, enough for this guy to kind of peer over his broadsheet and be like, "You okay?" And I'm like, realistically,
What he really meant was like, oh, you're going to be sick.
yeah, because I'm like 6 to 8 inches away from him. Realistically, before this, we've
No broadsheet's going to help you,
I've
mate.
been in my little
No
world,
broadsheet's
right?
gonna help you.
I'm
It's
next
Like
to
the
the
end of the Truman
window.
Show.
I put my face on the window because it's get to get cold, but it's like steamy wet. My face has slipped.
Steamy windows.
My face has slipped on the.
No, I smell a bit like everyone.
Tina Turner window. It's a steamy windows.
So he sat, but he was all fucking packed in too with his broadsheet. So he sat, giving it the old T-Rex hands. The T-Rex hands wave with his broadsheet.
Ridiculously oversized
Just
newspaper.
the corner of it. Like, oh, God.
I got my broadsheet.
And we sat outside Waterloo for what seemed like an extraordinary amount of time.
Oh, before you even left.
No, like to Waterloo. So
right.
it'd been hot all the way. Got past Vauxhall.
Oh, you were on your way somewhere? I thought you were on your way home.
To work.
Oh,
He
that's
used to be
horrible.
one of them people, stupid people that goes to London to work.
Yeah, I used to work in
You
London
met any of
Bridge.
them? They're fucking mental.
I used to
we
work
do
with
live
a
basically in London, but fuck working there. That's crazy.
We were talking about this the other day. I used to pay something like £1,200 or £1,300 a year for the travel card, and that was like, but how?
And that was 15 years ago.
That's
I
15
wouldn't
plus
even
years ago.
know what that would cost.
Can't
now.
imagine what
I
it costs for the
can't
full
fucking
6 zones. And sometimes, like, you know, if I didn't have that, or before they gave me a loan or whatever, it worked out that I managed to get this thing, I'd just be fucked, and we'd be able to bunk the train all the way up to London Bridge. You could get to London Bridge, and then it'd be like, I can't get out. And I worked like the outside of the building, like looking out of the fucking underground. And it'd be like, I'd have to call up and be like, literally, I can't. Can you bring me a fucking ticket, boss? Can you come down 20 floors, cross the road, buy a ticket for a stop, stick it? I am broke, mate. Like, it's so expensive.
Wow.
Yeah, none of that's a place anymore.
That was a really interesting story, Joe.
Yeah, I didn't know how we got there. I kind of.
Oh, try and
Trains,
find
sweaty trains.
Sweaty trains.
Oh, that
Sweaty
was a horrible
trains.
song.
Sweaty trains.
I remember being on a train
yeah,
to
I didn't got the
Ascot
rum.
when it was like race day, and because my mate worked in like Ascot, and I was on the train and I was just stinking, and there was just all these really nice, lovely people everywhere, and I was just this sweaty mess in the corner that was just like, oh god,
don't let him near me.
Yeah,
please.
I was like, oh, I'm a terrible mess. Please leave me alone.
My lovely yellow dress.
Do you think that man's okay over there? He's not going to Ascot, is he?
I'm getting off at Ascot.
If he gets in, we're going home, Philip.
Joe's going racing today. Oh Jesus! He's talking about himself. Third person.
I need a whip. I'll pull my penis out and slap it.
Slap it. We'll slap it. I'm going to fucking snap it with John.
Ride the waves.
I love the pictures. It was Ascot Ladies' Day, where the next day there's all just the pissed up, fucking tanned up women in colourful dresses breaking their ankles in heels.
I just wish I could go to Ladies' Day. It looks like so
can
much
go,
fun.
You are allowed to go.
You are allowed to go.
It's not. You're not banned.
It's sexist.
Right,
I'll complain. Be offended.
Yeah.
It's sexist.
This one's for the ladies.
You're being sexist.
You're being sexist by having
You're doing
Ladies' Day.
stuff that I want to do. Fucking sexist.
Equality.
See, and
I don't want to wear tight dresses and break my ankles. I just get out of it.
back to International Podcast Day.
I'm
This
being-
is what
I'm being
podcasting's all about.
I'm being groomed, man. Like I'm being groomed.
Looks like you're doing
By who?
research.
Talking to
Looks
our
like you're
good,
doing research
our
right there.
good
Is that
mate
research
Rob.
you got over there? Is that?
Rob, how's
What?
Rob grooming you?
I think CrossFit is the new fucking Scientology.
Uh-oh.
He's sending me a video about it.
Oh shit! Which
Really?
Hard.
No.
Wait,
and
no, because
shame.
hang on, wait. What? Because what
I
is
see.
CrossFit? Because I keep hearing about it.
Rob? It's
don't
basically
know.
the Scientology of getting fit.
It's what Batman does. There's a big.
It is.
There's
There's
the CrossFit World Championships, right? It looks fucking mental. It looks mental. It's like bring up.
Do you
some
know any
fucking
people that are like, you go to work at like 5, 6 in the morning, and they're like, "Oh, hello, mate," and they're like, "Hi, I've been to the gym already."
Yeah. They have to tell you.
CrossFit.
They have to tell you straight
Because
away.
they basically brainwash
new
them
I'm
into
vegan.
being fit.
Yeah, it's like super
the new vegan.
exercisey vegan.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of vegans.
There's probably a lot of
But
vegans.
you know what Batman does in Superman versus Martha?
Super fit man versus
Supercross.
super fit
Batman
super
versus
fit man.
Martha.
yeah.
Superman versus Martha. That's going to be a short fight, my friend, when he punches his mum.
Superman
was.
versus Alfred.
I can be anything unless Martha.
Batman versus himself.
I'm gonna type
fights
CrossFit explained. Into
Well, he
Google.
does it in that. Is that his
YouTube as
workout?
well.
Whiteboard
YouTube.
version? Do we want the whiteboard version, or what is CrossFit video?
No, type in World
I
Championship.
want someone who has a CrossFit channel explaining it to me
Type
like
World
an
Championship.
arrogant
There you go,
cunt.
fucking 2016.
CrossFit
Boosh.
World
Look at this crazy
Championship.
shit.
Wait, have you, in the sense of brainwashing bullshit, have you seen the vegans on fucking YouTube? Do not look at those. They are
Look
terrifying.
at
Don't
this
listen to
shit.
them, they're lying to
Look
you.
at this. People, there's 70,000
Wait,
people.
Was this what CrossFit is?
No, this is the
These are
World
the people that are
Championship.
really good at it, but I still don't know what it means.
No, me neither.
I think
like
they just,
American Ninja?
I think it's a bit like
Ish.
anything that makes you sweat.
So just
Stuff.
sport.
Masturbate.
But
Well,
look-
we do sway stuff.
Masturbate.
Loads of
People
weightlifting.
doing
Loads
all
of
kinds
like,
of stuff.
they got the
like,
ball.
and
they're
then
throwing
they're running with a pack
They
on.
run it up. It was a bombs fest.
And there's the, okay, so they're
Sandbagging.
lifting stuff.
Rolling
is
a big joint.
this just doing loads of sweaty stuff in one go?
Yeah, one after the other. Really,
Yeah, just
really
one after
quick.
the
It's like
other.
strongest
Just doing
man
loads of
will lower
sweaty
down.
stuff one after
So
the other.
I watched this earlier. This is like
It's crazy
20
people.
some minutes long of different things. There's like, it must be different categories. It must be
Surely.
different categories. It's not like...
Look at them.
Because I originally,
Look at them, they're not
my
people.
first watching, I thought that this was a...
That's a recruiting video for super soldiers. That's what this is. This is what they when you get
Universal Soldier.
when
This
they
is what
get to the-
Universal Soldier is.
You get to the CrossFit World Championship, and then after you're in that, the next year you vanish because you're recruited if you're good, and if not, you're
Rob has his whole family doing it.
like that.
Where'd you go to do it?
Oh, anywhere. It's
Apparently
everywhere.
a giant football stadium.
Like,
If you don't have a
go
back
to one of
cave-
their actual places.
You missed it. They took over.
fucked.
It's been around for a few years. They've like
If you
taken
haven't got a
over
back cave, then you can't be super fit
parts
Batman.
of the parts of
That's
the
the
gym
thing with
and
CrossFit is
fitness
you can.
world.
You don't need a back cave or a gym or nothing. You need like a tire and a fucking steel mace thing. Bam! Smash that cunt against the
What
tire.
looks like a Kevlar vest.
Kevlar vest. Oh yeah. And you pack that full of shit.
You get a
Chains.
rope and tie some stuff to the end of the
Chains are a
rope. You can
big
tie
fucking
anything to
part
the
of
end of
it.
your rope and then just pull the
Basically,
rope.
weigh
You could-
yourself down and then run loads.
Yeah, CrossFit. Absolutely. Pick up loads of that.
I tell you
weight
what confused me, and I didn't realise what it actually was until
Mm.
I found out, which is generally how finding stuff out works.
Learning.
Learning. That's what finding stuff. That's what finding stuff out is.
I went to that finding out stuff place the other day. They taught me how to read.
Yeah.
I'll type it into that finding
Library.
stuff out.
School.
Oh, right. Library.
Library, that's where you learn stuff.
Yeah. Expedia. No.
Expedia.
You're going on holiday. Are they travel agents?
I didn't know what it meant, so I expedited it.
Got a nice villa in Mallorca.
But I've forgotten the point. Always happens. Spin lessons or spin class.
Oh, spin,
I thought that was a dance thing. I thought it was like dancing exercise.
I used to think it was the thing with the ribbon.
Yeah, right.
You know the thing
like
with
the gymnastic
ribbon
shit
that Will Ferrell does in Old School. Yeah. That is not. It's the guy.
Nah.
It's a room full of people on
bikes.
Yeah,
This is the drum and bass or something.
Because
like-
Rupert used to teach it, and I wanted so much to
Fucking
go to
Rupert.
a lesson. Can you imagine though going? Can you imagine going into a room?
How does he know?
Can you imagine going into a room full of people on bikes, and at the front is this guy on a bike, and it's that guy. It's Rupert. Like, for anyone that knows, anyone doesn't know him, and
If he's not walking through
will
the
not be
lines,
relevant to you. But fuck it,
dick slapping people.
Oh,
with their own
I
bikes.
mean, I can't even imagine. I should have gone to one. Well, I can't believe he was a personal trainer for so long, and I didn't go to one of his classes.
But the dancing.
Oh, great! I got smacked in the fucking nuts by a personal trainer.
Former
Former
personal
personal trainer.
Yeah, but they still keep the form.
So it's riding bikes, isn't it? It's riding bikes.
It's basically
Spinning
like fucking-
classes,
yeah. Yes, that's what it
Because a
is.
lot of people
Exercise
I
bike.
know go. I don't really understand.
A lot of
It's
people.
basically someone
Yeah, like work and stuff,
doing
like-
it with lots of people and a guy to motivate you at the front
Bullshit.
by talking shit.
Bullshit. And the dancing one, Zumba.
Yeah,
yeah.
man, remember
One,
that?
And
right?
two,
there,
three,
and there was
Zumba.
a specific stick. There was a Zumba stick, which I thought was great, which is,
Is
a
that like a
heavy
selfie
stick.
stick? So
Nobody
you can take a
dances
picture
with
of
a
the
Heavy.
Zumba
Zumba.
stick.
It was a really heavy selfie stick.
Oh, actually, because I've got the game show ideas written down on the table. Zumba is going to be one of the rounds, I think.
And then a shake weight episode. I don't know what it is, but
Shake
Oh,
weight?
fucking
Yeah.
shake
I
weight.
bought
Have you
my
seen that shit?
ex-girlfriend, I'll know his name, Emma. I bought her one of them. She's fucking great.
had
That
to
shit
sh-
was amazing.
I had to show Louise what it was the other day. It is
That's
one
a
of those,
wanking device.
It's really
It's a
empty.
training
That
device.
is to hone your skills.
I'll never forget the day. I'll never
hone your
forget the
goddamn
day that
skills.
we went back and she showed her mum it, and her mum was like, "Oh yeah, like that," and I was like, "Yeah, like that."
And she's working it. She's working it. She's holding the ball. Tickling it.
She's cupping the balls.
What's the spirit on
Once
it?
again, South
imagining where the
South
gooch is.
Park explains the
Oh,
thing
that is
better
so
than
good.
than
Yes.
anything.
Well, I tried to show Lou what the fucking shake weight was, and we ended up watching
South Park.
35-minute commercial, infomercial, if you will.
They're terrible.
Oh, that's good.
And it was like,
Available, selective.
honestly,
items.
any minute now, it's funny, babes. Honestly, isn't it? Using it all these correct ways.
The great note, because it's the people that are like on the advert, they're just looking directly into the camera with no soul, smiling and just wanking it into their face. Just like, this is totally natural and fine. I don't mind this at all.
This is what healthy
That's
people
the-
do.
yeah. I wonder how that
Look at how
company's
strong
doing.
my forearms are.
Over each shoulder
I'll
as
take
well.
them as a sponsor. That'd be a great sponsor.
Shake weight. I'll be honest.
If they're in hard times, let's call them. They might have a factory full of shake weights somewhere, and they're like, "We're so insignificant now. No one loves us anymore."
I will take a blind hooker as a sponsor. I don't mind. I'm okay.
This week we're brought to you by
Susie,
gonna ask,
the
blind
blind hooker.
Marge.
I was at one point going to ask who's sponsoring this time. Is it? Are we going to say?
That
week-
would be helpmusicians.org.uk.
Safe.
Because this
Shout out.
is
We're
that-
too
is that-
drunk for it to be the roadie tune.
okay.
No,
okay.
is that-
For a
wait,
deep
hang on, wait.
cut
On that-
podcast
on that
moment,
website.
chances are this is a little overpriced.
On that website, could you possibly find such devices as the Roadie Tuner?
What, on helpmusicians.org.uk?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
You could help out musicians, though. It's a cool website. So, what does it do?
They help musicians, funnily
They help
enough.
musicians of all times. So they give you money to if you haven't got any and you're trying to record your first album, that sort of shit.
Nice.
Help you at the
It's more
beginning.
like bad-
emerging artists and
Bad
stuff.
time stuff, though. It's more like, you know.
They also they do
yeah,
a lot
it
of
goes
money
a lot,
into like
it goes
emerging
a lot,
artists and stuff, and do your first album, do your first tour, get stuff done. That's really cool.
Sounds
But
like
on
it
the
should
other
be a BBC
end-
Free series.
It should be.
Yeah.
It is.
That's what it is.
No.
Oh, right.
But on the other side of it, they do it for musicians who are like lifetime musicians playing guitar, and they get cramp or whatever
Okay.
handy shit. They can no longer be musicians, so they're fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Someone who's been playing the
That
Grey
is soul
Horse.
destroying.
Yeah.
That will destroy your soul.
Must be. Someone who's been a badass in fucking like places like the back of the Grey Horse for 30 years, across everywhere, played them all, fucking just a killer, and you know your hands are gone. What do? We'll help musicians.org.uk fucking help you out.
Damn.
So
Can you tell that there used to be an advert?
I do know it. That is cool.
I also want to say that this podcast is also sponsored by Opinions and Rum.
And Ting. And Ting.
And Ting.
And Ting. I'll take Ting.
Oh, Ting is good though.
When you're saying
cans
The
of Ting.
cans,
Yeah,
like lemony
I'm
stuff.
thinking of
Yeah,
Tang.
it's kind of
Lemony?
like
But Ting
it's
is
kind of
good
like
as well.
what Mountain Dew was before it was an energy drink,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
right?
all the things.
Before people
All the
realised
tings.
that Mountain Dew was an energy drink.
Yeah.
Because like, it was actually Mountain Dew was always
Man,
really
I was-
intense.
Yeah, it was.
And then they just relabeled the same shit.
that was it.
Like-
yeah. And then they just brought it out as like an energy drink, and they're just like, well, this is not the same.
I worked in a shop where, for some reason, we had a branded energy drink. Gave us a little crate of it. Just came to the shop. I was like, here you go, drink this. Put a crate down. And no one really ever drunk them before. And we were just drinking these energy drinks because they were there and they were free. Like so many. Man, that shop was hideous. It was
Sorry.
hideous if you were going in.
My name's Tony, and I am addicted to Rockstar Orange and Mango.
Yeah, he's
been
not allowed them
we-
It's
anymore.
been
How long has it been, man?
quite a while since I've had one.
Well,
you drew a badger, a
Shop
pin.
stank.
Because
So much farting.
allegedly, I'm going to actually say allegedly here, just because for actual legal reasons, it gives you osteoporosis if you drink too many of them.
Wow.
What's osteoporosis?
Brittle bones.
Oh, for
shit.
fuck's sake.
So, well, not just that, and I started to feel pretty bad.
Yeah, okay.
If you drink 6 of them a day
Yeah,
for a
you're
while,
going
bad things.
The thing about
Bad.
It's almost like Super Size Me, but with energy drinks.
the thing
Well,
about
yeah,
What,
except that show, that is bullshit. Yeah,
I
because
just never saw it.
well, and let me just call this out here. It's fair play to have made that. He was a vegan
yeah.
coming into making that.
Wow.
So his gut was his
Man.
palate was just not adjusted. Like if one of us that eats a regular diet of sometimes that kind of shit food and
Yeah.
other food and nice, but actually just eats a regular diet was to eat McDonald's every day. That's not going to be the same as
Yeah,
a vegan coming into that situation.
If I
Like,
if I went on a vegan diet for a month,
You
all
feel like that?
kinds of fucking horrific
yeah.
things
My body would fucking
happen
go
to my body.
mental.
Your body
I
would
can't
shut
even-
the fuck
It
down.
would be an interesting scientific experiment to see what would happen to me.
It's got
Get-
into hypersleep.
Like film it.
Gain a foot, grow.
We need pretty bad insurance,
Beautiful
big
head of
insurance,
hair.
because I might actually die. Like,
We'd need meat in a drip.
Tony
On tap.
Tony turns
Just
vegan
in
to
case.
hibernate for the winter.
I was
That'd
gonna-
be you done. That'd be you done. Yeah, a good portion of greens. Oh God, I'll be back in like late March.
Remember the-
digestion.
Remember to change my sawdust after.
I was going to go to this silent meditation retreat.
Shouldn't it be silent anyway? Meditation.
Well, yeah, silent. Yeah,
You're just like,
Yes.
hello, welcome to
but
Chicken.
like literally, you're not allowed to speak.
This whole place.
Oh,
That's like
wow.
a monk.
No,
That's
no.
a monk thing.
Yes, yeah.
Proud silence.
And the only
Damn.
reason I can't go is because they're very quite strict
Vegan.
about their vegan diet, and I'm like, but
What about
if-
burgers?
They've got the energy to talk. That's why they're silent.
What if? I like the what if.
It's literally like,
What if?
I don't even
Years
know
ago.
how to respond to
Listen,
that. Like,
bacon. Bacon.
what do you mean?
It's
by-
cool if I own bacon, right?
Do you have bread? Is that cool? And can I survive
And when I say
on what you call bread?
yeah, because when I say bread, not a nutty
No,
kind of
not like
covered
a
in
nut roast.
balsamic thing. I mean, like
Do you have
bits.
some home and preferably butter?
when we
Warburton's,
lived
maybe.
Some
Where we live-
Tesco's cheese sandwiches.
when we lived in Barcelona, we'd spend days not. So you drank late in Barcelona.
Yeah.
If you went out before like midnight, you're a pussy. So you go out
It's a
10
weird
anyway.
thing to adapt to and then adapt back from
Yeah.
when you move back here. It's
So you
like,
go- you go-
what?
you
We're
go-
going out at 6. What?
Yeah,
I'm still asleep.
because you go and eat at 10 and you sort of wake up 10 till 12 and then you're
Yeah,
out
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you fucking hammer it till 6. But we used to have people, we were working on boatypeople.com, we'd have people
Big
having
up.
big up the fucking
Boaty people.
boatypeople.com.
It's my first ever company.
Yeah.
Don't dare call me an entrepreneur. I was talking about this before the podcast. I reject the term
Entrepreneur.
I reject
Nice.
You're
Nice
such an
segue.
inspirationist.
Right, exactly a better word.
Can't believe I
Isn't
said
that like
right.
Tom Cruise's character in
I
Magnolia?
didn't think I was going to say that correctly.
But
That was a risky move.
Look at that
But
big
yeah.
old titted Mary
I don't
Jane.
remember what you're talking about. We go out late.
Yeah,
So
You
we
go
get
out
up-
fucking
oh,
late,
God,
but
yeah.
people were on like English time, so they'd be like fucking 9 o'clock. Let's meet or whatever.
You're like, fuck off.
And they're
I'm having
hammered because they've been
breakfast.
out all day. Because they've just got to like, woo, it's fine, we're gonna fucking hammered, woo.
And then you're just like,
Good times.
okay, yeah, you need to know how things work here.
Yeah. We've got a bar that we've got to be at 5 a.m. It doesn't open till 5, and we've got to MC. So we've got to be at least
Fuck, what are we talking
slightly not too hammered. Like, it's bad times.
Shots of
Loads of beers.
martini, fucking vodka martini
Fuck.
and lime. Vodka martini
mini
and lime, is that
martini.
right?
But vodka, half martini, and lime.
damn.
So not a
And then
vodka
a splash
martini.
of cordial.
Yeah.
Not a vodka martini.
Just vodka
That's
and
bullshit.
martini.
Someone basically was like, didn't get what. It might have even been me. And I was like, yeah, vodka martini and lime.
That
And
was
then it
the
became
shot.
the
Yeah.
drink that was like given away at all these nights in
Oh,
Barcelona.
That's
okay.
like Del Boy's.
come in,
Del
come in. You get a
Baileys
free
and
vodka
cherry
martini
aid.
shot. What does that mean?
All right.
I've got to find out. Oh, it's horrible.
Let's get some more.
Finish
So
fucking-
many times.
Let's drink it for 3 years.
Every time. It's not going any
many.
better.
That and
It's not
Bacardi
getting
number
any
8. Have
better.
you ever drunk Bacardi number 8?
No, what is that?
Bacardi number 8 is
It's a
like,
really nice. It's quite nice rum.
Yeah, Bacardi have
For
it's
Bacardi.
with a massive pair of
Is it like
balls
one of
on
those
it.
like
It's-
special like rums that they do, like a limited
Before
edition thing?
dark
where-
rum became cool again,
Ah,
when
okay.
Bacardi
They
thought
threw-
it was all about white rum,
Yeah.
it was their dark rum.
But it's
it was
like-
their 8-year dark rum.
It's
and we
like
didn't
whiskey
get rum.
hard.
We didn't get rum at that point. We didn't understand rum, so we were like, shots.
No.
Shots. And I don't get it. I like rum a lot. Why can't you do shots of it? What's wrong with it? Why
just-
is
I
that
don't know,
so
like-
horrible?
But it's like the same as like. Would you consider like doing shots of whiskey? I mean, I've done
No,
I've done shots of whiskey,
I
but like
dislike whiskey, but lots of
Yeah.
people drink whiskey neat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see. I've never
and
gone
like
to
and
that.
don't detest it. And I
like whiskey. I drink it
I
neat,
love-
but I don't.
If people didn't end up going to
Shot
prison
it.
when I drink whiskey, I might even drink it, but I try to avoid that.
happens.
It's
I
bad
remember
times.
I went to like this time last year. I was in New York and I was me and my friend had been out and we got like fucking hammered like during the daytime in this bar where the English guy was behind the bar and he was just like,
Was it you?
it wasn't me, no, but he was just
That
like
was a mirror!
I'm on the wrong side.
he had this like we sort of said like where we were from and we
It was
sort
a
of, like,
mirror.
yeah.
Doing the Superman 4 bad Superman. Throwing glasses at the mirror. That guy. Fuck that guy.
But I was this guy was just like asking where we were from and we were just like, oh, you know, like London near like sort of like Twickenham or like Staines, and he was like, oh, Staines, yeah, all right, yeah.
Ali
And then
G-Bro.
he would just like, so if you're from England, you'd know who sang the famous song 21 Seconds to Go. And we're just like, yeah, it's the So Solid crew. And he was just like, I've got you covered tonight. Tonight, no, the afternoon, he got his shit face for 2 hours.
I love it.
So like.
Why? Because he also knew who so
Yeah.
He was
And we
English,
were,
yeah.
but
Imagine
also
being-
my friend Karina knew like the fucking like verse that the girl sings.
Nice. Oh,
That
nice.
got her pretty like.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. He's got it. Yes, that's it. They're good lyrics.
Word for word. Oh, yeah.
The only bit I know that.
Yeah, so go on.
The only bit I know that entire song.
Saw them
So
recently.
yeah, no, he
Banging.
basically got us wasted from like 4 till 6, like in 2 hours, just got us fucking wrecked, and like. Karina was like throwing up in the street of like New York. We were like in lower east, like Manhattan.
I'm thinking of going to New York at the beginning of next year. Is it? I've been once before as a kid, like 15 or so, and my dad got fucking.
I really like it.
Was it cool?
Yeah, man. I've been hang on, how many times? 4 times.
2.
I've never been.
I went
read
like
about it.
I went like pre and post like 9/11 as well.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
Wow.
cool.
like, I
been
got to see
it.
like Twin Towers. That was pretty cool. And then got to see the whole
And
where
the
they were.
difference, like the change.
And
in
I got to see the 3 stages. I got to see the Twin Towers,
Yeah.
the horrific like bottomless pit that was
Post.
the Twin Towers,
Yeah.
and then the like memorial fucking fountains, which
Yeah.
are like mental.
Really?
There's really crazy shit to see because it is like it's the exact points where the towers stood,
Right.
and it's just like 50-foot holes. with just water. And all around the side of it is the name of every single person that died in those towers.
Wow.
And like you're walking around and you're seeing these names and shit, and it's just like fucking hell. And then you see like certain like surnames like together and shit, and you're just like fuck.
Wow, fuck.
And then you see like next to like certain names, you'll see like a flower or a flag, and it's just like, what does that mean? Is that someone's birthday, anniversary, like, you know, anything like that? And it's just like we walked away from it, and it was like a really rainy day, but we just didn't give a shit because it was just like, you're in New York, you don't give a really shit if it's raining or sunny or anything. But
so there you go. You should go to New York.
But like,
I just wasn't sure because I'm not a city guy.
I liked it. Like the thing I really like about New York is just like the whole walking around and the things that you can find.
There's so much going on.
You can get so lost, but you can get so found again so easily.
Wow, that was very inspirational.
Oh.
You get so lost, but you get so found.
It's like a really compact version of London, though. Like London's a big city,
well, it's
but it's got a lot of space to sprawl into.
I like to think of it as an organised London.
Yeah,
but
like because
the
it's
whole,
all...
the whole street system is so.
That's what I remember it being
Yeah.
amazing.
It's like a proper Roman city in the classic sense. Like it's actually like
it's all straight lines.
Like straight lines.
Yeah,
it's how I build. It's how I build on SimCity.
It's how most people build.
If you go like, lower down, like if you go like lower down, like towards like, so we were like when we went, we stayed in like this fucking like boutique like restaurant.
Restaurant.
It was no.
That must have been so expensive. I'm closing this place down for a week. I'll stay here. Set me up a bed, dear fellow.
It was like a boutique like hotel with a restaurant and shit, and it was like super fucking nice. Like Lower East Side's like right near like a bit further over was like the financial area. And then like a bit more like further down was like the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff.
Okay.
But also it was all the sort of dive bars are around it, and we were like, me and Karina are very much just dive bar people. Like we're not really like looking for like fancy. Like we did try to go to the Rainbow rooms one night. It was like fucking closed.
I'm not into. I'm not into fucking fancy. I like to live like people live. That's why I'm such an Airbnb fan. Like, I like to like go down and find someone.
That's what I loved about going out to Brooklyn. Like
fucking
like
Brooklyn's super nice.
Like went out there and met a bunch of the locals and just hung with them for a while.
Yeah,
it was just like, well, this is like
if you go in with this like
suburb, like
if you go into like a scenario like that, especially in like sort of Brooklyn, which has only really become like accessible like to tourists. I mean, it sounds shitty to say but it's probably true. There was definitely times where you would look in like a tourist book and say like, don't go here, don't go here, don't go here, and certain parts of Brooklyn or anywhere are probably
don't go to the end of any of the lines.
Yeah,
don't go
to fucking Coney Island. You'll have a mentalist in a hearse fucking chinking bottles at you, shouting you come out and play on the beach. That's a Warriors reference, I said.
79.
But like, but yeah, no, like, just like I kind of dug that, like being in like the area where all like the sort of local bars are, and like, you know, the late night like pizza places and the fucking like convenience stores on your corner. We were right near like Cat's Deli, where like the infamous Harry Met Sally orgasm scene was filmed.
Oh, cool!
Like right on our corner. So like I would go there and like fucking get a sandwich.
But I love stuff like that.
Right here, man.
No, the thing
right here.
Film me doing it.
In that place, they've got like an arrow. It's just like, this is where she sat. Just if you're wondering.
Fantastic.
Photo opportunity here.
They got so sick of people looking at Google, just like
photo opportunity here.
I think it's this one.
But that's what I love about America. It's not like they're such a young country. We have history, and we're like, ugh, all right, whatever. Whereas they're like, something which was made 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, was right here. And I am the guy's son of the guy who bought out the guy because he went bankrupt. My dad won an auction.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
It's been redecorated many times, but that is the area.
Yeah.
It was a brothel. I've been watching this show about New York.
Restored to look just like we imagined it 20 years ago.
We spent millions making it look how it used to be back then.
we had to use the same sofas
to reanimate the plague.
I love all that stuff though. It's like the blue plaque, but for anything.
Yeah.
One day, Bill stood here. Hi, I'm Bill.
What's that sign?
Oh, he's still alive.
Go do something impressive.
There's a sign on that. Tiny point like this. There's a sign on a house in London where he's quite. For some reason, he was very famous back in the day.
Yeah.
And on the door is a sign saying no whores are at this address or no prostitutes are at this address.
I like that.
Because
I was like, who would lie?
Who was it?
Who would go out of their way to have that plaque and lie about
apparently,
it?
like stole.
Definitely no whores here, man.
And stuff.
Definitely no whores here. Don't even worry about that. You just move along, right?
There is not One whore.
No hose.
This is.
No hose alley, bro.
I thought people would get the sign was a joke. No one's showing off for my brothel I've made.
Hello, mate. You've got no horse, right? No, I've got no horse.
No. Did you not read the sign?
Hand puppets. They're hand puppet whores.
Come in.
When I went to New York as a kid, I was like 13 or 14 or something. It's just, how old are you when you do when you do conscription? No, work experience. How old are you then?
Oh, what, like 15?
15, 16.
15?
maybe?
Yeah, it's like
Really?
year 10, I think.
It's
the year before your GCSEs.
you gotta be old enough to like be around people and stuff.
Okay, so I got a work experience at local guitar shop. Stayed on there, was working there. It was the best fucking job. It was the best job. So I was working Sundays and Saturdays, whatever. At some point, Dad was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to quit that because we're going away for 2 weeks." And I was like, "That was amazing."
Sick.
Yeah, we flew out to America. But during that, the highlights were him getting stabbed by some guy at night.
Shit.
Right?
What year did you go? 85?
I don't know, man. So at one point, we walked through. We stayed in Chinatown. And,
We were quite near China.
my
Like.
dad's a fucking and there's 2 streets of Little Italy, which I was really
Yeah,
surprised
yeah, yeah.
at. Like I thought it'd be a big sprawling thing.
little.
But
Yeah.
it is. It's very Little
says
Italy.
it
They're not
It's
lying.
name, yeah.
There's a plaque.
in the fucking
And it's like heavily surrounded by Chinatown. So we were in
I
Chinatown.
mean, it says on our plaque right here, little.
Very little in Italian.
Why would
around
we
here,
lie
isn't it?
if we'd wear a
Very
plaque?
little in Italian.
we're so busy.
Where's the Yoda meal there?
We wish we could be bigger, eh?
Eating the mushrooms grow like Super Mario, eh?
But at one point, my dad being like, "Fuck it, come on." We walked through. There was a crowd in the street, and Dad was like, "Don't be a cunt, come on!" Right, and walked through, and it was a semicircle of people. Where at the middle of one was the police,
Sick.
and the other was a door opposite them with some guy and a hatchet. The semicircle of people were like, "Oh no!" They was like, "Come on!" We walked through steps.
Sir, you're in the line of fire, sir!
Yeah, exactly. They were all like, "Kid,
They're like,
shit,
"Neat."
what the fuck." But yeah, we went drinking, or he went drinking at the Three Little Indian cigar shop.
Wow.
And at some point was like, "Right, go home." I was like,
Right.
"All right, bye." Walked a couple of streets up. That was all good. And then he came back, and it was like and I was bricking it because it was like 2 a.m, and he'd been stabbed a bit. "Boy, I've been stabbed a bit."
Only a bit at least.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man.
And then he went back out again. And then, right, you put on a suit.
That's alright, because he'd only been stabbed a bit.
A bit. He's not a cunt, you know.
Don't be a cunt, boy.
Don't be a cunt. Sew me up. Oh, Jesus.
Was he John Wick?
Right,
Got your suit on.
Yeah, whacked in a suit, fucked off
It makes
out.
much more sense if you know Jay's dad. Like,
He came back hours later, and for the rest of the 2 weeks, that's where we went all the time. And I came in, and they'd be, "Hey, Victoro!" And they're giving him kisses and stuff. He's like, "It's all good." I'd be allowed to sit in the smoking section, eating like massive seafood platters.
Sick.
This is amazing. I love this. Go drink, Dad.
Yeah.
Stop smoking cigars.
Oh, definitely go back then.
Yeah, I looked it up.
oh,
though.
little JJ! Hey, come here, man. Come here. Make yourself a home,
How
boy.
big you've grown! You've
How
been
big
eating
you've
those
grown.
seafood platters, eh?
In these 3 days, how big you've grown?
He loved the lobster. He
Like
loved
it a lot, clearly.
He loved the lobster.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
We had a good crowd experience going through a big crowd when we were in Amsterdam.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
And we were
This was
fucking
amazing.
high as fuck, and we were trying to get to the cinema.
It was like I think it was like a Sunday, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and we
What
walked.
type of cinema?
What
No,
were
an
we gonna
actual
Just a
see?
regular,
cinema.
just a regular cinema.
To see what?
Oh, we went and saw Godzilla.
Fair
in
enough.
3D.
Which,
I
to
was
be fair,
stoned out of my
mate,
mind.
Yeah, I can see
It was
that.
the
Was
first. No, it was the first time I'd seen a 3D movie with the glasses and shit.
And it was good, actually,
And
the
the
cinema was
intro,
good
like
3D.
even from the
So
intro.
was this
credits-
re-released then?
No, this was
Not
around
at
the time of release.
at
I'm
the
sure
time.
they don't even
This
bother
is
doing
the newest like Godzilla they did with
Yeah,
Bryan Cranston.
and I'm sure
Major
they
Warner.
don't even bother.
Oh,
Yeah,
not.
and-
No,
That would have been amazing. Not the Matthew Broderick one.
No, not that
Oh,
one.
is he in that?
Yeah,
No, he's in the
not
old
the main
one,
guy
isn't
in
he?
it. Yeah.
That album, that movie, which just had
I'm
a
going
fantastic
deeper
song.
Great soundtrack. though. The
Yeah,
whole,
it did.
whole soundtrack was awesome. That was a
Because
great
it
one.
had that puffy tune. It was
That-
the
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
Oh, the
Zeppelin
Zeppelin
puffy
fucking
tune. What? Yeah, I'm gonna shout at the Zeppelin, bro. What?
Godzilla, and obviously the Jamiroquai track everyone loved. Like that was very popular.
Yeah.
But the actual soundtrack itself was awesome.
And
But
there was a
anyway,
rage track on. There was a rage tune on there as
There
well.
was a rage tune tune on like every late 90s.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you didn't go and see that. You went and saw the
Matrix.
Cranston.
We went
and saw the
one,
the most recent Godzilla film,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was all in 3D, and then we had the glass on. It was the first time I've been in a cinema to watch like the whole 3D experience.
Yeah.
And the credits of it is all like this kind of like ash falling.
Okay.
And it's all like the fucking names coming up, and even at that point I was so fucking stoned out of my mind. I was sat even next to Greg or Ed, and I just went, wow.
Yeah, I heard
Like out loud just went, wow.
I heard you do
And then
it,
just
yeah.
went,
A few people laughed. but that's how the crowd story ended. We got to our destination. We were on the way to the cinema. It's like, right, it's down here.
Yeah.
I'm walking down this empty road, and then we get to this humongous crowd. But it's like they're bottlenecked. Like the road's quite wide, but it's like there's a bar one side with the pride flag outside. Opposite it is another bar with the pride flag outside, and in between it is just this wall of men.
like 200 men.
And it's really cramped.
Like-
so it's quite deep.
like a
Us
fucking
to us.
Yeah, and we're just
Like,
like-
just all fucking groups of men,
No, just fighting.
all just in this one section, just having a bit of a chat and a
yeah,
drink
it's like a
on a Sunday.
straight line from pub to pub. We were just like, man, we've got to go through it. We have to go through it.
Yeah,
Fuck. All right, guys, like
Form
bags
up.
ready, hoods up.
we
formation.
huddled.
Like a rugby
It was
pack.
like we did a huddle. We're just like, look,
Attack
guys, look,
formation,
we're all really
guys. We're
high.
going in.
guys. All right, no, serious. Just,
We
guys,
debated it for a
It'll
while.
be okay.
Guys,
we'll make it.
we're all in this together, okay? We're going to keep eyes on each other.
Eyes,
We're going to
eyes,
hold.
eyes,
We
eyes.
can't hold hands because that's gay, and then we're going to really
It was
blend
like
in,
when
and
you
then we're
get to
going
the
to get
other
lost.
side-
We don't
That's
need
how
that
you
right
get
now.
lost in the
Don't
playground.
blend too much.
When you get to the other side, just wait. So we go in.
The only way to
Well,
do
every
it.
man for himself, and we're leaving the losers
nah,
behind.
You got to
So-
go Gardner
We
Willie.
started off in a decent
code.
formation, and then we split into
And then it
twos,
took a
and then
turn.
twos became ones.
And we were all in our, and it was literally just people, and you're just going through, and all you could hear was people going, all shaking hands and stuff. It's like,
all you can hear is basically just camp laughter and men just going,
and literally we're going through, and people are just like, hey, and I'm just like, it's insane. It's like a really
You're
packed
there just
train.
going like, oh, excuse
It's
me, and
like
they're just like,
being on
slow
a-
down.
Did you have your mitts up?
Yeah, it was like being on a really packed
Mate.
train. I was trying to maneuver through.
Whilst I remember being
Oh,
in, I
thunder and
remember,
lightning.
I remember being
not
like,
to punch. I just meant just to help me. I wasn't gonna punch him, just to get through, man. Like,
out of the
blocking.
four of us, I remember being somewhat in the middle. Like I remember Chris was definitely at the front.
yeah,
Chris.
Chris Fordry.
Yeah.
He was
Leading.
definitely in the front, leading the
pack.
way, because you know he's
With
like
a
this all the
machete.
time. Because that's what he is.
Hacking his way
all
through.
the time. He's a leader, and so like he was in front of me, and I remember him every now and again like turning around and just sort of like looking at me, and I was just like, I'm still here. And then I remember like after he looked at me, I would look behind me, and I'd see something like Ed, who was just sort of like around, just like going, "Hello, mate, you all right? Yeah." And just like, and then he would see me go, "All right, mate," yeah. And it's like, "Yeah, come on." It's like I'm not in a party. I'm trying to get through this mass of men.
I just remember getting the other side and seeing Ed there. Or someone was there already. I was like, oh, Chris is here. I was like, have you seen anyone else yet? And he was like, no, not yet. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Joe and Ed are still in there. Like it was such a big thing. Just like
In that scene in
it's like-
Forrest Gump when he
Yeah,
runs to the end of the jungle
behind.
and then has to go back.
Yeah, he was just like, have you seen him? I was like, no, he's not come through. He was like, oh shit, we're looking.
Leave no man
And
behind.
just further down the end, I think I saw Ed come out, or you or Ed came out. I was like, there's one of them. Oh, come on, one more. And then you're like, just come out a bit further down. And we're like, yes.
We all hugged at the end.
Made it.
I can
Yeah,
guarantee
bam.
you that we all hugged in a circle.
High
It's like, we
fives,
made it.
jumping high fives.
The only way to get through that is just grease yourself up.
Yeah.
Grease yourself up.
Strip
from head
off,
to
grease
toe.
up, and just
Strip
carry cars
off,
your
Get your
way
fucking
through.
fingers.
Grease me up.
And grease me out,
Just
woman.
get your fucking palm nice and warm and just fucking just
Spit on both
slap
hands.
your way through.
Get involved. Like our forefathers did.
Goose your way through there.
That's how the Romans lived, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how the fucking...
But
That's why
that-
Rome fell.
That was intense.
Bob was having a fantastic time when it did.
You know what? I don't care. This city is. I have lived a good life.
This has been fantastic. It's been fabulous.
Fabulous times.
Oh, he's beating me to the punch in the old pissing game.
You can't cross the streams. Can't cross the streams.
Our two podcasts will become one. The all-seeing tune.
No, because that's what you're aiming for. That's what your quest is.
See, earlier on, you guys did the intro, and that was the tits.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was fantastic.
I really nailed that ooh wee.
I
Haven't I?
gave ooh-wee, Rose there.
Ooh-wee, Mosley.
Garmsley, easy.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee,
Ooh-wee, Garmsley. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on our podcast one day. Like, ooh-wee, Garmsley. Who is this?
This is my friend, is the all-seeing guy.
I liked it when he came the other day, like when we did the episode where he did the intro as how to write a tune. Literally after we'd been on there.
On the day of release, I was driving around to meetings and Ting, and had a text message.
Cans of Ting.
Just drinking cans of Ting. That was the meeting. Ting UK, Ting Europe, Ting HQ. And Tony sent me a message being like, have you listened to ASG yet? And I was like, no, not yet, driving. He was like, listen, you'll like it.
Brilliant.
But I didn't notice. That was the funny thing. I was filling up. No, I was filling up my car and was like, why does this feel weird? Why is this weird? That's what we say.
Why does this intro seem so familiar?
Yeah, he's not Jay Ludgate. The doctor. What? The
Doctor of
You're
what?
not a doctor of love. There's only one doctor.
You guys don't really do an intro, do you?
No, we kind of just sort of like, as soon as the music sort of ends, we kind of just go like, "Way!"
Segues
And
into
it's that's like
podcasting.
that's it. Like that's as probably as simple.
Yeah,
as
we
our
never
intros get.
go through like what we're gonna say.
I remember when I pitched the idea to Greg about
When you say pitched, you make it sound like you probably did like a presentation.
Yeah, no,
like, showed
it
up
was-
in his suit.
PowerPoint.
what I
sat me
really
down.
mean was 30 seconds. 30,
Laser pointer.
Had a jug of
And if you
water on
look
the
at this
table.
here,
What I really mean is that during soundcheck, I suggested to him that I do an intro, and he recorded that as the intro to the fucking show, and then the music played, and then it was me just going, "Hello, and welcome to the All Seeing Guys, and I am Greg." Oh.
And then at the end of it, you're just like, yep, I got through that. That was alright.
Alright, I'll do that again at some point. Like,
And at the end,
Intros are really hard.
I kind of like the idea of like mixing it up though. Like if I'd do it again if I was given the opportunity. I think it's kind of fun. I reckon Tony should be like, ooh wee.
well,
that would be outrage.
that would be
Well,
weird.
the problem is I don't know stuff. I can't remember it.
Yeah, he has to be the cue guy.
Ooey Bonesley, who is
Yeah, he
this?
can remember to say that.
And what are they singing? because we've spoken about it for 25, 30 minutes beforehand, and I'm not able to have it up because I'll be like, Earth Tide.
We sat
little hot minute.
we sat down with Earth Tide the other day.
Well, the best ones, the best ones are the outtakes
just
where I
edit-
don't
he
have
just
it on
edit-
the screen in front of me correctly, and it's just like, yeah, this is, they're an
Google search.
awesome band that plays something that's,
Oh no, too far in. I'm too far in. I can't quit. I can't quit.
Start again.
We've got much better recently.
We haven't had to redo one for a while.
No, we're down to sort of one take Jake.
Saying
now.
that we
We're
have
sitting
been
there.
doing like an episode every 2 weeks for a while because we're pretty
shitty.
shit.
Shitty. No offense. I know that you guys have been like that since the beginning.
Yeah, no, we like.
It's year 2, man.
Really low.
I definitely
low
wouldn't
the
call
tone.
it professional. Like,
You're right though. Since year 2, we've kind of slowed down to as and when it comes.
I feel like we should all have a Christmas party.
We had one last year.
Yeah.
We had one last
Yeah,
year.
no,
It was
but we weren't
good.
We weren't
invited.
there.
So,
Oh, yeah.
that's
We've
great.
already had
I
a
don't give a
Christmas party
shit.
quota for our life. Sorry.
Shit, did we know you?
We were
last
talking
Christmas?
about our
No.
potential Christmas outing today. Actually, something to talk about, and you should go and book up
Thorpe
your
Park.
tickets. This is like
this is amazing.
big things, big things.
Better
It's
Things.
David Goo
David.
presents the Elliot Mason Show at the Bedford in Clapham.
And
I'm gonna go with the 25th of November.
it is the day.
I'm gonna check
Owen-
that, but I think it is.
Owen finishes that day also.
Yeah. So it's all like we're gonna have. Whoop, put my
is it?
headphones up. We're gonna have like a staff.
You're the
That's fine.
best. Toad.
You still
You're
sound perfectly fine.
Something's gone wrong.
Like me when I fucking thought I'd spilled my drink earlier.
Hi, I'm
Like,
I'm the governor, mate.
You're the
They all
governor.
call me it.
a governor. You're a governor
I thought it
and a
was the
duke.
Yeah. I'm the Duke Governor.
Yeah, the Duke of
I'm the
Governors.
Duke of Governor.
The Duke of
Fucking
Governor.
hell.
That's a good character.
The governor.
The Duke of Governor.
The governor.
That's our Duke of Governor.
Gook.
Yeah, that's on the
Abort.
Racist.
Racist. On the
told
microphone.
you,
Bow, bow.
It's a button that everyone needs in their life.
All fucked up in his dome.
Exactly. That song. Get up, That is
Racist.
from that. You must be able to find that fucking.
Oh man,
advert.
have you ever seen that video of James Brown where he's all fucked up on like a news interview?
And he's high as fuck.
He's so fucking high out of his mind. At one point, she asks him a question, and he just responds by going, "Living in America." Just sings her, and then she's just like, "All right, James, thanks a lot for the interview." And he just goes, "I just got here."
But you must think it must have been so different back then when you'd just be like strolling around to different places doing personal appearances. You know what I mean? Imagine the things you could get away with if you're famous.
I'd
and
drink.
you're just going to like, yeah, you'd be boozy on the way there. You'd get
I
there.
would make sure that I'd be on some sort
Peter
of narcotic.
Andre, right, for instance, back in the day when he's like opening shops
Iceland's,
and shit,
right?
Iceland's or whatever. But you know, which is
declare this open.
I have never been asked that. I'd be impressed. Like, well done him.
You know what? If
I'd
I
like
got
to
if I
open
got
Iceland.
asked to open Iceland, I'd be up there.
I'd like to
I'd be
open.
up
All-seeing guys,
But that
open
guy-
Iceland.
Oh, Frangos.
there. Do a podcast.
Frangos.
When Frangos redecorates.
When they
You know-
We
like,
launched
open
the
their third
Iceland, now
store.
selling the frozen
We
frangos.
we did some Frangos research. Did we tell you about the Frangos research?
I was here when you spoke to them that time.
When Jay called them.
Yeah.
Called them. Hi, Frangos.
Hi, Fred. They are the only Frangos.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's two.
Well, no, but that's their own chain. The other
Yeah.
one's not an official
Yeah,
Frango.
there's other shops
Except
called
no
Frangos.
imitations.
So
Yeah.
what you're telling me is that Kingston is the only place to have a Frango.
The sole
Frangos
point-
capital
the
of the
sole
world.
Frangos distribution centre.
I've said it.
is
I've said it. It's the
fucking
Frangos
insane.
The
capital of the world.
world centre of Frangos.
Yeah, it's as Frango as it gets. They've got
It's as
adverts.
Frankos as it gets.
It is. It's as simple as that. They've got adverts
Boom.
in the gym.
Not by
Have
choice.
that in the gym.
Oh yeah, they have. It's
Free
free.
shit, right? So if you
Get
lift
some
a-
uber cheap chicken.
What was it last week?
we
Right, it's
deliver.
vegan.
We deliver to the gym.
So it's a weekly thing. Last week is if you won the plank competition, so you could hold the
Planking.
plank the longest, you got a free night out at Frango's. And this week it's a kettlebell thing. Weekly Frango's, fucking that is good.
Damn. That is. I
We
can't
have
believe it.
to be able to get you sponsored by Frango's. I got
Yo, that
I got to
needs
make
to
one
happen.
more phone call to the right guy.
He's better at making phone calls now.
I spoke to a chicken slinger as well.
Maybe we should do it on the
That's
air.
not the guy. I got
How
Call
just
him now.
sounds
Call him
chicken
now.
Call him on the air.
during service, like just service.
I did think recently that on air calling was what we were missing out on. We were discussing something that
We
our
did
friend,
some.
We had fun doing it. The other
right?
day.
No, I really wanted to like sort of at the time I wanted to call like our
Someone
friend
up,
Anna.
yeah.
And then she heard the podcast and then sent us her mobile number just in case we ever got the urge to call her again when we were recording.
The thing is,
What's
and
her
I- and I-
number? Call her.
You gonna record her right now?
You
I
can,
say this as a man who spent a lot of time plugging things in.
Yeah.
It can
In an
be,
electrical format, you mean?
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, sure.
However
yeah,
you want
it's
to
cool,
take that.
yeah.
It can be tricky to get your things plugged in right sometimes.
Yeah.
Ew. That's what they said.
But last time we
You
ended
look
up we
so
ended up
sad
That
after
was
saying
fantastic.
Wasn't good
It's like,
enough.
no,
That was
it's
good.
just- I could
we
do
ended up
better.
doing it where I was recording
Doing
just
what?
the iPhone
What?
out and we were just shouting at the phone in the middle of the table basically.
Yeah, it works.
And that worked alright.
There you go, man.
So it's not that hard.
That is,
Pod-
isn't that how like fucking Reese and Jack recorded their podcast?
Yeah, for that. Yeah, they've done it properly since.
Yeah,
Podcast's pretty easy.
yeah, man. If you got an iPhone, it's fucking. You can just walk around and do
All you
it.
gotta do is get yourself a Greg or get yourself Tony.
Ah.
Either way. And I mean, I don't know about you. I've found podcasting very easy from day
Mate,
one.
I mean, it's cost me a lot in renting a space where we can do it, but I also live there, so it's also
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
a double whammy, right?
double whammy.
Yeah.
But no, yeah,
Sleepy,
no,
eaty, foodie.
It has saved the podcast.
I genuinely like making reference to the least amount of work that I do. I mean, I literally draw the artwork, which doesn't even get seen
Which
on
is
iTunes.
banging.
Thank you
Hey,
very much.
banging.
No, I do. I just did like a really
There's a
fun
lot
one.
of pressure drawing one of them every fucking couple of weeks.
It's I've only missed one episode so far.
Oh, really? Which one?
The one
name
where
and
my
shame?
artwork didn't appear.
Six.
It was the one where Lizzie was on.
Six was
Oh, was that
the
one?
Lizzie one. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was six. No, the
That's
one
why
I
I
know.
didn't watch
No,
that
I
one
only-
in
I
time
only
because I didn't
started
have my
doing it-
lovely
you
life.
You
Oh.
started doing it about episode
Holidays, when we did the
so
holidays
15
episode,
or
that was one
something.
of the
No, not
first
15. I was
ones.
saying that. It was like
No, it was. You
Oh, it
used,
was like 15, yeah, it was
you
like-
used that like I did like a prototype,
Yeah,
like
the
just a random.
prototype.
I just did a. It wasn't even that. It was just a shot of like me and him, and it was just like, yo, like I just drew this. Like, what do you reckon? And it was just like, cool. Like, do you reckon we can do some more of that for an episode?
I was like, he has
yeah.
a use.
Yeah, I have a use.
Did you see what? Did you see what Earth Type brought us?
I did
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
man. That's
Cool,
cool
isn't
as
it?
hell.
Look at you.
As I said to Jay, like you have more like dice rollers memorabilia than I do, so that's quite interesting.
We're big on memorabilia.
Yeah,
Look at
That
look
was
at
meant
this
to be
place.
I like the
comic book idea, yeah.
the calendar you got up there. I thought it was the I thought-
That's fucking lounge.
It is lounge
I
games, isn't
did.
it?
I thought so. Yes, that's very good.
Wow, I got a calendar.
Pinky, Bluey, and
Ready?
really? Jeez.
As long as you
If-
did that.
if-
Thank
if
God
we're
you didn't
going
say
with hair
the other
colour.
one.
Yeah,
And the other one.
and the other one,
You
that's
do
it.
remember the names, right?
You know what? And the great thing is,
Zan,
I can't even.
Jen and Timia.
There we go. Yeah.
I
see, he's a
can't
name
see what
smith.
month that is, but I don't care.
You know, we lost that behind the whiteboard of doom. The whiteboard of doom is bad. That's all stuff that has to be done. It's bad.
I like it.
But we use digital calendars in this day and age, so all we need is a lovely picture of the kittens. We don't
yeah,
need,
you
we
can
don't,
look
need,
at a
we don't
picture on a
really need the
mantelpiece.
days or to know what month it is. I know what month
And who
it is.
doesn't love a
What
kitten?
month is it?
I'm a BrassKat. I'm a big fan of kittens.
There you go.
I'm a big fan of
One
kittens.
of the best mammals.
Oh, speaking of which, you know there's a kitten bar.
Oh, I heard about
Does
this.
anyone want to come?
I've heard of a kitten like coffee shop.
Yeah, it's like it's basically it's
Yeah,
exactly what it
basically
is.
that.
But we've got to book it. I've called them. They're it's cool.
Can I speak to your head cat,
But
please?
but it's better if a few of us go. But it's basically it's like some trendy fucking hipster bar, but they have kittens.
Do they
but
sell
but
also
it's-
cereal?
I don't think so. No, that
Did
was-
anyone visit the cereal bar in Kingston?
No,
There's one in Kingston.
There was.
Although I heard
not
heard
burn it down.
I knew people
No, it's
that
gone.
way. I
Been
knew
and
people that
gone.
used to go.
Been and gone. I heard they had an N64 that was up and playing.
Yeah, cool.
I had like Mario Kart.
I'm
on
sure
it.
they probably did.
But
Yeah.
people just going in and playing that and not
And they all
ordering.
had beards and checkered shirts.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
I feel a lot of people used to go and say it was good, but I never went in.
tattoos.
Not wearing a checkered shirt today. Yes.
I can't believe I hate people
Me too.
with beards.
But I am eating cereal.
That's me. I don't hate me. I mean people with.
You
good
have
beards.
kept your beard exceedingly short ever since the.
I was clean shaven for a while once this beard thing started happening. They offend me. These beards.
It's like a protest.
I can't deal with being trendy. If something I am doing and have done forever suddenly becomes trendy, I have to stop doing it.
Ah, that's quite trendy of you.
I know, isn't it? I'm an actual hipster. That's what a hipster's meant to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's where the word comes from. Like,
Tony's so hipster, he looked up the word hipster.
And was surprised to see an outline of himself.
It knows for a fact that, old school.
Was it all
old
fucking
school
fakers?
band.
Was
all
it
these fakers?
Was
with
it
their
already in a
beards.
dictionary?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, that's just an old word. It's
Yeah,
like
so it was
70s, 80s
Hipsters,
thing.
yeah, like, that's a whole like it's a style
They
of
just reappropriated
pant
it.
Yeah, reappropriated it.
Like,
Furious.
this Shoreditch crew.
How's that run working out for you over there, Jay?
Yeah, he's got a bit
Sleepy.
funny recently, hasn't
Sleepy.
he? He had a
Bad
little
and
moment of
sleepy.
goodness.
Get us some cheese.
I was going to take a piss, but it would be probably good to wrap this bitch up.
Yeah, that kid's is. I mean, usually I just say
Without
that.
any explanation.
We realised the other day that to get people out of the studio, we after the podcast, me and him at some point give each other a look, right, and then be like, and just start packing up. Just start mics away, and then mics away. If people don't get mics away, and they're still sort of sat having a laugh.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all good times. Like we pack all our shit up too. And we stand here packed up, being like,
And we just
"No,
turn-
I don't
Alright,
want to."
cool.
Can we just
So-
turn the lights off and we leave?
Some people are just friendly, and that's not us.
No.
You know, like it's just really hard to be that friendly while you're
Everyone
on the air.
wants to hug after a
When
podcast.
when
Everyone wants to hug a
It's an
podcast.
intimate
I
fucking
spent
thing,
2 hours
It's an
dating this
intimate
guy.
thing.
This is what happens.
We did it.
My fingers aren't even
We
wet.
did it.
Especially when you meet people like off the internet. It's weird.
Yeah.
You meet people off the internet, they come here and they're like, "Hi, you know, I'm a musician." And you're like, "Yeah, we're smoking fucking whatever." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, come sit down. It's gonna be great fun. It's gonna be great fun. And
So
they're
you like Dylan, huh?
Yeah, and then I take the piss out of them.
You start the conversation with ASL, age, sex, location, and,
And then people freak out. Like you see people freak out, and then by the time they've calmed down, then they've spoken to you for an hour.
Yeah.
They're like, "This guy's my best friend."
yeah, man.
He's so nice to me. Why is he being so nice to me?
I'm gonna listen as soon as you finish. All right, cheers.
Boosh.
Fuck
Yeah.
off now, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, unscrew the mic. Unscrew the fucking mic. Get the fucking mic,
Get this piece
sir.
of shit out of it.
Look at what we're doing.
Don't look at me! Don't you fucking look at me!
Well, that's because also off the air, me and Jay don't talk. We hate each other for quite
Not a
while.
word. I haven't listened to it. It's the podcast.
To be fair, after we finish the podcast, we usually just sit there in silence while
Yeah.
you make bacon.
Jacking each other up.
Wow.
Bacon. Is that what that means?
Contact.
Baby, I'm coming home soon. I'm gonna make some fucking bacon.
Full breakfast, sir? Yes, proceed.
Oh Jesus! I went to a very bad place.
I'll take them scrambled, thanks.
I'll go there.
So thank you for listening and
I'll go
enjoying
there.
International
Yeah.
Podcast Day.
Great
everyone.
fucking podcast
I think
again.
that's- yeah,
Should we all do like a separate outro?
If,
Just be like,
Yeah.
I've been Joe, and
oh, well, also, you know.
I don't want to go first. I was just gonna, as an example. That's
So
what
that
it
doesn't
was.
Oh,
count.
you-
That wasn't my. That wasn't my.
no, Dibs, not me.
That was practice.
Bagsies.
Oh,
Bagsies
on the
what?
nose.
I've been
by the way.
Jay.
What's happening?
I've been. Oh, that is good.
Thanks. I've been Jay.
He's a bit pissed. I ran out of things to say a while ago.
Oh, my phone now.
I am Garmsley.
I am.
Breathy. Let's all breathe in the fucking mic.
That's not creepy at all.
I am Fraser Crane.
Lies.
What does he say to Seattle?
No, he says I'm listening, but has he got a sign off?
No, he says a sign off.
Has Fraser Crane got a sign
I
off?
think it's just thanks for listening. I think it is.
Is it?
I have
That's
been
really
Fraser
shit
Crane.
Because I like the whole
Seattle.
I'm listening.
Thanks.
And then he's like, thanks for listening. And
Fuck
it's just
you,
like, well,
Seattle.
okay, well, you should have been listening this entire time. But
There's a Fraser Crane podcast, isn't there?
It does. I think.
there?
I
no,
one's
I know
anymore,
there was a Kevin Smith one where he
Yeah.
discussed.
Yeah, but they
Fraser
stopped
Crane
doing it
episodes.
like early in the season.
Did they?
They've not. They've not. I haven't
They
seen
didn't
one.
finish Frasier.
I've not seen
What a
one.
fucking surprise. I can't believe it. They didn't
I've not
finish
seen
doing their
one
podcast
in
of
ages.
every episode of Frasier. I can't believe
That is like 10 series.
That
Not
must have-
Kevin Smith, the guy that can never be bothered to finish anything.
That must have all of a
And
sudden.
you thought this podcast was over.
I tricked you.
that must have all of a
I
sudden
was
be
taking
so
Going
unfun.
into hour number 3.
Tony, say goodbye.
No.
No?
No.
You know why? Because he's not done. He's got things to say about goddamn Kevin Smith.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Right, fine, fuck it. I had something clever to say.
You did?
Ah,
It's gone now.
Maybe if you piss, you might remember it.
it's gone.
We're not
You
having
left it.
headphones on.
It is different. It's a different world.
Peace out, San Diego. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, that's good.
Good night, Seattle. We love you.
And
Good night, Seattle. We love you. But I don't know what to do with that.
No, because now I want to say a city. Hello, Cleveland.
Yeah, for all you Buccaneers out there.
This one's for all you truckers out there.
Thanks for joining us on Bones Nose. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? So, yeah, thanks for listening. And as I may have intimated at the start, I'm going to give you at least a little Easter egg for listening to this version as well as, or instead of listening to How to Write a Tune or the All Seeing Guys, for instance. Make it a little competitive. So, without further ado, I think this is the first official release of this. This is the We to Succeed new version from the BrassKats that will be coming out on Now That Sounds Like the BrassKats Volume 2, the greater version of the greatest hits. Enjoy. I don't smoke weed to succeed. Cause if you're trying to succeed, then the weed ain't what you need. It's the need to break the weed, let the lion to the weed. And once I got my hands on it, we're good to proceed. But if you take my weed away and tell me to come back on another day, then I'd apologize in advance of what I'm about to say when you wake up on the floor where I left you to lay. Cause I got a lot of place to be. Cause if you can't get no weed, then I gotta smoke the seeds. And if you got kids in your future need, don't smoke those seeds, cause they stop your shit from functioning. I got a lot of places to be. But if you can't get no weed, then I gotta smoke the seeds. And if you got kids in your future need, don't smoke those seeds, cause they stop your shit from functioning. Here it comes again, when I fill up my bond, take out my finger and I suck it in. I take a deep look inside myself, but don't cough now, keep it on the shelf, not out of respect. Now we're talking about help and all the other things that come lead you to the one while I was hoping to sing. But they came the streets and all kinds of other things to stop me specializing or concentrating. Cause I got a lot of places to be. But if you can't get no weed, then I gotta smoke the seeds. And if you got kids in your future need, don't smoke those seeds, cause they stop your shit from functioning. I got a lot of places to be. Cause if you can't get no weed, then I gotta smoke the seeds. And if you got kids in your future needs, don't smoke those seeds, cause they stop your shit from. Place to be. Cause if you can't get no weed, then I gotta smoke the seeds. And if you got kids in your future need, don't smoke those seeds, cause they stop your shit from functioning. I got a lot of places to be. Cause if you can't get no weed, then I gotta smoke the seeds. And if you got kids in your future need, then don't smoke the seeds, cause they stop your shit from functioning.